Are we good? Okay. Hello, everybody. What is happening? It's BigJackFilms here. Welcome to a new live stream. It's been a while since I've done one of these. So sorry I have been absent lately. So our live streams have been a little bit hectic due to technical problems, but we're back in action, ready to go. Hope everybody's doing good today. Hope everybody's good. Good to see everybody here. Good to see Starmaster, Jason Movie Nerd, good to see you. Geek Universe, good to see you. Lorenzo, Osiris, hello Osiris! It's good to see you here. Scott, Daniel, everybody here. Holy shit, we got a lot of people here. I'm good, Mason. Good to see you too, man. So there's a reason why I'm happy, actually, and it's not what you think. So, good news, everybody. The final episode of the King's Gauntlet arc is done. Both of them. Both parts. And on the first try of uploading them to YouTube, they passed copyright. They're ready to go. So I am happy to announce that the last part of the King's Gauntlet arc, part 5, it'll be a 2-part episode. Much like the Universal Project, it'll be a Saturday and Sunday night event next weekend. Why next weekend? Because tomorrow you're getting the trailer with basically saying it's on Patreon. It's right now on Patreon. If you go check my Patreon, $1 or more, you can see them early and get early access to them. I am so sorry. That was the biggest hassle I had been through. I think out of all the episodes, that was the hardest. That was harder than the Universal Project. Not kidding. That was insane. But it's up. It's ready to go. Sorry it took so long. I originally wanted all these out in March. That goes to show how unrealistic my expectations of release dates are. But that is what's happening now. And it's ready to go. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So there's that. Those are done. I'm taking today to mostly just reorganize my systems and computers and stuff because there's just a lot of reorganizations and stuff happening on my end in terms of files and stuff because they're done. So what is after this? Going right into Jurassic Park. I'm just going to say that right now. Going right into it without a break. And we're actually going to be shooting stuff on Saturday. So, yeah, so there's that. There's a big update there. So, yeah. Now, I should point out, guys, rules as always with this stream. Questions are definitely allowed here. You can ask as many questions about the show or whatever you want. Try to keep requests to a minimum. Super chats are always welcome for us to react to something. We can still react to things live. And we're also going to probably have 1 or 2 people on. Like, I might bring on Sean or something. So, yeah, there's that. But, yeah, let's just jump right into questions. And yes, I'm wearing my Jaws shirt today. I don't have a clean Kong shirt. But yeah, this episode, I'll just point out, in total, with both parts together, this was an hour and a half long. It just shows how long this thing was. And I had to cut it in 2 parts. So, part 2 is actually going to be a tad longer than part 1. So let's see here. I'm working on my own remake of Kong called The Legend of Kong, King of Skull Island. Great title mix there. Great idea. Have I ever seen Malcolm in the Middle? No, I have not. Never watched an episode in my life. Osiris, I'm going to be old in 2026. How old, man? When's your birthday? Are you going to watch Jurassic World Chaos Theory when it releases in 2 weeks? 2 weeks, right? So I'm planning to probably watch it, but I'm not going to put it as part of the Legacy reviews because I just haven't had time. This is more about Camp Cretaceous, really. Being that this month is May, is there any plan for anime? Unfortunately, Raid, I have some bad news. There is no anime this year. There is, however, I can announce, I will be at Anime North in Toronto at the Congress Center, Toronto Congress Center, right by the airport, May 24th to the 26th. You can catch me there and say hi, and I will be there. It's going to be a very chill convention. So, but I did not have time for an anime this year, just due to a couple of things. Although I plan on 3 anime reviews at some point of Season 8. can't really say what they are, but you could probably guess one of them. Well, I'll just say one of them. It's going to be the 4th Inuyasha movie. That is next on my plate in terms of anime content on this channel. Let's see here. Let's agree Darth Maul is still the best-looking villain in Star Wars. Yeah, he's great. Darth Maul's awesome. How many of you saw Phantom Menace in theaters this week, over the last week? Let me know. Heard about the 2011 Hasbro Jurassic Park toy line? Well, I mean, I know about the Hasbro line. I thought it was coming back here for a second. I'm like, what? Hasbro got the license back? What the fuck? I need some advice. I have a lot of manga ideas I want to get off the ground, such as the fantastical King Kong, Primal Warfare, Godzilla X Dragon Ball. Which one should I start out with? Godzilla X Dragon Ball sounds amazing. Can you make Godzilla the Eternal Dragon? There's a twist. Maybe he harnesses the power of the Eternal Dragon. That would be awesome if he could do that. Jason movie word. I had to say, okay. What'd you guys think of Phantom Menace back in theaters? Doing Son of Kong on quota. Okay, interesting. I posted concept art and Huey Toomer saw on Twitter. That's where I'll be posting. Sweet! Sure, Huey will love that. Huey's liking all the Kong stuff happening. What do you think of Godzilla / Star Wars crossover? That'd be cool, but I'm not really sure if it would work, per se. Like, it'd be practical. Be interesting. I mean, like, technically, we did it with Ready Player One, Toon King, where we had, like, the Millennium Falcon attack Mechagodzilla, which was one of my favorite shots in that. Under the same name, okay. Well, the 2005 King Kong movie were released on PlayStation 2 years ago. We think get a re-release of the PS5 again. I mean, like, a remaster would be cool. Be better than when I played on the 360. I'm going to the American Museum of Natural History. Ding! This weekend. I'll share pictures. I have been to that museum, actually, Shark King. It is a great museum. Low-key, the dinosaur exhibit is fantastic. Still the same specimens that you've seen in several documentaries. Keep an eye on the original Charles Knight paintings. Those things are frickin' gorgeous. That was one of my favorite parts in the museum. But enjoy the Museum of Natural History. Ding! I cannot say that title without thinking of Warback. Yes, I am aware, Osiris, of the Lord of the Rings movie in works, and it's called The Hunt for Gollum. This was already a movie! It was a fan film from 20 years ago that got praised. So they're actually making it into a movie. Now, here's the thing. It's kind of weird that they announced this. I mean, especially after the passing of Bernard Hill. Rest in peace, by the way. Like, great actor. But what I find is really interesting is that it's going... I guess the Amazon show was so awful that they said, screw it, Jackson, take it back. Make it good again. They're desperate because... Don't we have that Rohan animated movie coming out that's canon to the Jackson films? Which is kind of interesting. Hey, Big Jack, watched Phantom Menace on TV, didn't get a chance. I mean, listen, you saw it on TV. It's on, like, was it Showcase now? It used to be on Spike all the time. But now it's on Showcase, so that's alright. New and old dinosaurs that are returning appearing in Jurassic World are... Don't know that name. Pachyrhinosaurus, yes. Suchomimus, sweet. Snout. Sticky Moloch, and Allosaurus. Very nice. What do you think of the idea of Australia getting their own Disney theme park, while Melbourne is definitely not #1 list? I know there's plans for a Universal Studios in England, and that's going back to when Florida was coming out. They were going to do a park. And I think the idea is sort of resurfaced. I'm still waiting for Disney World / Universal Canada. That's what I want. I have not read the Marvel Godzilla comics. You're tearing me apart, Jason Movie Nerd! I love The Room. The Room is so bad, it's good. I've not seen The Disaster Artist, though. I do need to make a point to watch that. Heavily inspired by the 1996 script and the Disney King Kong remake video. Flattered, thank you. Really appreciate that. How do you feel about Godzilla vs. King Kong vs. Gamera? Would have audiences lining up around the block, absolutely. Do you think there should be a Supergirl by Crystal Harris Supergirl movie in the future? I don't know. I have to see how the Superman movie does. I was watching your remake of King Kong, and you could have made Kong stop on Denim like in '96 instead of having Denim take Anne as a hostage. I mean, that was one of the original ideas, but because we wanted to give a bit more of a reason for Kong to go to the Empire State Building, not just the fact that he might have spotted Anne going into it, but a matter of just like, obviously giving Denim a much earned death. I think my idea was to drag it out a little bit more because I wanted to make him more hated, which a lot of people cheer when that happens, which is fantastic. I would love to see a live-action version of the Iron Giant. I think Disney's starting to give up on that concept. How would you differentiate Roger Corman, Ed Wood, and The Asylum? Roger Corman and Ed Wood make competent films. The Asylum does not. Primal Warfare is basically a mecha versus dinosaur type thing. Ooh, okay, yeah, I'd be up for that. Darius Bowman. Yeah, I am aware of the characters. I am talking about Camp Cretaceous. Alright, good. You'll be right back after these messages. I heard the T-Rex in that museum was made of Jurassic Park logo and became a thing. Is that where it came from? Huh. Sorry, I'm in Melbourne. Is definitely number one on my list for a Disney theme park. Did you get free King Kong comic books on Free Comic Book Day? I did not. I was celebrating Star Wars Day. However, I should point out that our friend from Sweden, who sometimes makes us props, sent us a few things. He already sent us a prop. I should say to Carl, I actually did get one of the props. You got two of the props you got me, which thank you. But in this package, I might as well show this off. I was originally going to do a Fan Mail Fanatic, but I didn't get time. However, I can show these. Oh, spoiled it a little bit. But I thought I'd show you guys these. These are really cool. Carl is the same guy who made us into custom merchandise. Like, he made us into an action figure, and he made us into a doll, which I look like Hank from King of the Hill. Damn it, Bobby, you made me a figure. But, he made me these, actually, which is really, really cool. He made me a battle version of me and my action figure with my battle armor. Look at that. By Kenner. That's supposed to be me with a battle mask, so he's to detail. The sword's even there, but that is me in my action figure form as in battle mode. No, these are not for sale. I wish these were manufactured. I would sell the fuck out of these. But you can see that, and then in the back, you can read the description. BigJackFilms, a Canadian filmmaker and reviewer who tackles some good, great, and bad films from any generation, but also has defeat evil darkness to take over the world and to make Jack their evil apprentice weapon. Jack, with his friend Bradley, Sean was misspelled, Josh, and Android 18 are ready to save not just the world, but also the fictional dimensional multiverses. BigJackFilms' anniversary collection is action figures to celebrate his anniversary being on YouTube for 10 years, and these figures line represent every single scene from his reviews and characters he played during his reviews. And you can also sold separately, Legends BigJackFilms, Jurassic Park Legacy BigJackFilms, Warrior Mode, and just me. And, I want the whole collection. There should just be a whole action figure line of this shit. I love this. Like, this thing is so bloody cool. I love this. I want more of these. On top of that, he sent me an extra card of just my figure, of just me. And you can get the battle armor version. So you can't get that. But that is really cool. I would love to get an action figure line going to this shit. It'd be amazing. That or a Lego figures line. There we go. Get the Lego BigJackFilms incoming. Lego Reviewerverse. Where's that shit? And also, I can't really say, I think I showed this off before. I can't really say what I got in terms of something from Carl. But it is related to something here, and I got this at Comic-Con. Me and Honey Bear actually got this. It was really cool. We both got one. They sold these. They're 3D printed. It's a 3D printed Falcor. I love this. This is so freaking cute. I think I've shown this off before. But it's a 3D printed Falcor from the Neverending Story, custom made by a booth seller at Comic-Con. It was really great. So, yeah, it's just some of the stuff I picked up. I also got the Funko Pop Kagome. He mailed me that as well. They also sent me 1 or 2 props as well. But thank you, Carl, for those gifts. Those were amazing. Will you do a sequel to your King Kong books video? I plan to do follow-ups to those at some point. Not just the book episode, but formats. I do want to do an update on that. Thoughts on Halloween Ends? I'm not going to watch it, because it's shit. And the last one, Halloween Kills, was shit. I refuse. What would you do if you were a millionaire? Good question. I would definitely invest in my studio being more expansive. I would actually get a warehouse to do better content. I would hire a crew. I would hire a cast. I would get editors. I would really push my business to generate more money. That's what I would do. That, and I'd also probably buy like somewhere nice to go. Really, that's what I would do. How's Nikita? How's Honey Bear? She's actually at work right now, but she will be watching the stream later on. She's doing good. Really, really good. We actually just celebrated Star Wars Day over the weekend. You can find our stories on our Instagram. And, yeah. Mason asks, have you seen Neil Breen films? You know what's funny, Mason? I think I might have showed you that, but if you guys are aware of a YouTuber or a streamer named Deadwing Dork, who actually discovered my content, and he watched the Ready Player One Part 1 and half of Part 2. I'm waiting for him to cover half of Part 2 and Part 3. Yo, commenters, if you guys get on his stream next, don't tell him to get Part 3 going. Recommend it like crazy. But, to the point, he brought this up when he looked at the recap of Part 1 with all the stuff with Batman and shit, and he says, there's more stuff happening in these reviews than there is in most Neil Breen movies. And I'm like, you know what? That's a compliment. That's a very funny compliment. So kudos to Deadwing Dork, guys. Go check him out. He's really funny, actually. He's got some good streams. Although he's gone down a rabbit hole of looking up some really bad content creators and users. Like, he calls them users, but he's fantastic. Love that guy. Heard of Gamera. I do know of Gamera. Actually, you know what? I almost picked this up at Value Village, but it was really expensive. There was a double feature set of Gamera movies on Laserdisc. It was the original Gamera and Gamera versus Virus, I think. And it was a poor copy by FHE. I was tempted to grab it, but budget cuts said I couldn't. But yeah, I have heard of Gamera. Have you seen The Good Son? I have. I don't mind that movie. That movie's actually pretty terrifying. Not just terrifying, it's not just him, it's Elijah Wood, too. Elijah Wood's fantastic in that. Any thoughts on Kong's future in the Monsterverse after New Empire? I don't know, but I have to see how the third one is. I would be one of those people who say he has to die. I'm going to be one of those guys. I think it's time to kill him off. That's the one thing that has these movies need to have some stakes. The next one has to have some stakes. One of these monsters has to die to build tension. Either Godzilla or Kong. One of them has to go. I think it will definitely improve. Thoughts on the world-famous celebrity Rich Evans? Oh, you mean, I love Red Letter Media, but you mean the guy who literally laughs like my grandmother? I'm not kidding. That's what I love about Rich. His laugh is not only iconic and contagious, but my grandmother used to laugh exactly like him. My grandmother's laugh was a combination. I mean, she was a small Irish person. It was cute. But she was, my grandmother had the combination laugh of Rich Evans and Patrice O'Neill. That's how her laugh is. It was so contagious. I wish I recorded it when I was a kid. It was so... We would laugh at the dumbest things. Let's see here. The museum has a YouTube video explaining about their T-Rex, how they made Jurassic Park logo. Really? Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. For people in the chat, you see Little Jack. Yeah, Osiris, by the way, I want to talk to you about this at some point. I want to get some compilation videos going just in terms of best ofs, and I would love to get it on the channel here for content. Would you guys be up for best of live stream moments, just to kind of condense them down? Because if so, I can get Osiris to put them together, and we can put that on here for highlight videos. Let me know. The Fantastical King Kong is almost adaptation of the original 1932 novel. Certain things like Kong going through Japan with a play with other creatures. All right, that sounds interesting. Could you tell these guys what happened with me and a certain YouTube content maker? Don't mention their name. Okay, so there is... Huey's actually been having some trouble, guys. I mean, like, definitely go support him. Go check out his YouTube channel. He's going to be coming back soon. But I had received information. I don't like to participate in cancel culture in any way. I'm just giving you guys a heads up about this. There is a YouTuber who's got like 200,000 subs who is being very unprofessional in the comments section. I would not recommend watching his videos. He did a video about a certain DC game that came out, is all I'll say. But I looked at the comments and I'm like, that is like so unprofessional, what he was saying. And it's like, stuff like that, like when you're talking to your audience, you can't do that. Like, listen, I get comments all the time. But I don't engage like this guy did. This guy was so unprofessional. And he's got like 200,000 subs. What the fuck? You know, just to give you a heads up, go support Huey 2 more. He's been having an off time because of these comments that were made about him. So please go support him. I do not tolerate bullying, especially from big-time YouTubers. I do not tolerate the bullying. So to bully one of my friends here, yeah, go support Huey, guys. Do you remember when Twitter used to be good? When was it ever good? I just ignore drama on Twitter. I don't even engage half the time. Much obliged. Name your top 3 best fan experience at G-Fest last year. Ooh. Going to Gallop and Ghost Arcade. Hanging out with meeting Don Fry and talking to Linda Miller. Top 3 highlights. And also bringing my friend Josh with me. We're going to bring more this year. If Anne didn't want to be a part of Carl's show, then why didn't she decide to come back? I have watched the deleted scene. In the Peter Jackson remake? I don't think it's a matter that... I think what they were doing was they were implying that she was already deciding, no, fuck this, I'm not participating in this charade, Carl. So that's why she decided to get a different gig. I think it was sort of this 11th hour thing. However, it's a matter of her coming back because she realized Kong was in trouble. If that's it. Make pretty good thing if they went back in time with Kong in the prehistoric era and they could say the first time bring up dinosaurs. That'd be cool. Time travel Kong would be interesting. When did you first become aware of Kong the animated series? When it was airing on Teletoon. I saw the intro, I'm like, what the fuck? They made a cartoon? Weird. That was before I became a huge fan. Let's see here. Hans Zimmer added to Jurassic World. I don't know about that. I mean, maybe. I mean, actually, you know what? Hey, Nas, you should do a fan edit of that. Do a fan edit of that scene, but add that music. That'd be interesting. It's weird because Hans Zimmer's score to Madagascar, actually I have seen work in a couple of Kong fan films, and they do work. I like the Zooster's Breakout track. It's, like, amazing. That one's really good. Really like that one. There's also 41 of 51 animals who appear throughout the remake. Jesus, that's a lot of dinosaurs. My God. It should be a series. Do you think Kong and Godzilla's ancestors, or do you think they would have been alive at dinosaurs? I mean, probably. They probably would have. Thoughts on the upcoming Despicable Me 4? Never. I didn't even care for the first one. The first one was enough to say, I'm not interested in this. I like the ride, though. The ride at Universal's fun. I want to go to Canada, but I don't know what to do. Should I go to Niagara Falls in the museum or go to a hockey game? Come to Toronto. I mean, like, Toronto, there's some stuff in Toronto. There's our museum, the ROM's pretty good. We have a Medieval Times. Come during a Comic-Con, or Toronto International Film Festival. Thoughts on Ray William Johnson? I used to watch the hell out of him in high school. I always thought he was still pretty funny. I think, one of the best. I love Your Favorite Martian, the band. Like, I love their tracks. But what I really like is my favorite meme that he created was, fuck you, Gumby. That is I still bring that up, and people nowadays are like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, y'all don't remember fuck you, Gumby? It was this guy who was just ranting at an NHL game, or no, not an NHL, like an NFL game, and then suddenly he's just like, at the very end of the video, he's like, fuck you, Gumby? If I ever cover the Gumby movie, I'm going to use that reference. Imagine a third Godzilla X Kong and movie about Godzilla. That's probably what they're going to be doing, actually, Max. Do it! Do you think we'll ever see another King Kong remake movie? Yeah, it'd be cool if we got another one. Thoughts on one of the campers from Jurassic World, Camp Cretaceous? So you want me to give spoilers about my opinion? My favorite character is, okay, let me put it like this with the characters. And I bring this up in my review. Y'all remember that trilogy of young adult novels called Island, with a bunch of kids that end up on an island, and they get stranded, and they're trying to find help, and they come across, like, one of the remains of one of the lost atomic bombs from World War II? That's Camp Cretaceous. It's that series of books, but with dinosaurs. And I loved those books. Those were fantastic. Okay, I found a video. It's called T-Rex, King of Time and Pop Culture. I think I've seen that documentary, actually. I think it aired on TVO once. I had made a comment, guy tried... Yeah, there was a lot of nasty comments made. Wasn't until the second season I was intrigued from the show. It was okay. I can't leave Huey alone. I can't stand bullies when my friends at school. Yeah, it's like we gotta look after each other, guys. We can't deal with bullshit, especially entitled ones that were that guy. I'm not gonna say who it is, just to protect my own image, but yeah, he was a dick. Fans of your show that met. Oh, you know what? There was one fan at my first G-Fest that I met. It was a small. He was just a kid. I hope he's doing okay. He was a Godzilla fan. His parents told me they traveled a few states over to come see me because he was a fan of my work. And I found out he was on the Make-A-Wish Foundation. He actually got to travel to Japan and all that. And you know what? Kudos to him. He's a great kid. I can't remember where. I don't know if he's even like he's still around, guys. Like I've always wondered what he's doing nowadays. I have tried so hard, Gojira 91, to watch it. And to quote Jontron, this was my exact reaction watching Neon Genesis Evangelion, at least the first 3 episodes. I get it. I don't get it. That sums it up. Camp Cretaceous is the GOAT of television. Inuyasha is the GOAT for me, but also, like, for you guys, it's basically the Star Wars Clone Wars of your generation. I'm back. What I missed? Not much. We're just talking. You ever think eventually you'll get every single King Kong book of comic? I would love to have a Kong library. What would you say is your favorite part of the upcoming episode of The King's Gauntlet? Ooh, well, Osiris, that is going into spoilers, my dear boy. But, shit. Okay, I'll say this. Part 2, okay, part 1 is your typical, like, research episode. But part 2, I'm just going to give you guys a heads up. It gets a little emotional in part 2 for multiple reasons. Won't say why, no spoilers, but I have shown some of these sequences early on to some of my crew members and people who I worked with on the project, and they came out saying, "Dude, that was beautiful. Like, that was really good." I'm like, "Really?" First, I thought it was kind of cringe, but I'm like, if people actually think it's that emotionally good, I'm like, okay, we got something here. I'm really looking forward for you guys seeing this 2-parter because this is 7 years in the making. How often do you killer whales come through Toronto, Canada? Well, I'm not really near the coast, so I don't know. They're mostly prominent, I think, in Vancouver, I believe. Are you excited for Deadpool and Wolverine? I actually am. I do want to see that. I watched a remake. I just noticed Jacket Carl's hairstyle changes, and shoes disappeared, and she was wearing different shirts. You know, I always noticed the hair, but I never noticed the shoes. Okay, so because it was our first feature, Daenerys, I think I'm pronouncing that right. It was our first feature, so one of the things we learned about a lot was continuity. And Brett's hair, because we were shooting this in the span of 6 years, changed a lot. Guy got haircuts. You know, what could I say? The only thing we did tell him is just shave your goddamn beard. That's the only thing we told him. And it's funny, because ever since we finished Kong, he's kept that beard. He looks like a freaking, he looks like a Viking. The dude looks great. Actually, same thing with Jake. I just bumped into Jake recently after Comic-Con. And he was in Toronto. I haven't seen him in, like, years. He looks like a goddamn dwarf. He looks like a battle dwarf from Lord of the Rings. I'm like, shit, I should get these guys for a fantasy project. My God. Thoughts on Universal's new theme park opening next year? Where exactly is it opening, Dino Mike? Is there a Jurassic Park? I'm doing good, Kaiji Fanity 4. Good to see ya. Don't forget Afraid of the Dark, 1973 and 2010. Never seen those. Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous is a go. Yep. I got very interesting why you don't go to Stu's house and they filmed the Scream movies in one of these. Oh, did they film one of the Scream movies here? I didn't know that. Camp Cretaceous is the best anime. I mean, it's not an anime. It's just an animated series. Thoughts on Kaiju Bites YouTube channel? Don't know who that is, great man. I love that show. I can't talk about that show, but I love that show. And guys, we have a guest in the house. Somebody who I figured I'd bring in. I'd bring in somebody to talk about shit and talk about chat stuff. Once again, coming to the channel because he is bored and he is, this is the way. Please help welcoming to the stage, Hipster Hoovian Jedi. Is there a fortune on my head?
There is, Jack. I'm after it.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good.
That's good. Yeah, how's things been, man? Like, yeah, I've just been. I'm glad I finally got the King's Gauntlet done.
Okay.
It's done. It's good to go. Have you watched it yet? Because you are on Patreon.
Oh. Wait, you were kind of breaking up there. Sorry.
Have you watched the final 2 episodes of the King's Gauntlet yet? That's on Patreon.
I haven't. No, I haven't had. I haven't had the time, but I will.
All right, I was gonna say because like if you saw it early, you could give them a little scoop because these aren't coming out till next week. So
okay, gotcha. Yeah.
I prepped the popcorn and soda because it's about both parts together about an hour and a half.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So you got a movie to watch, basically. A movie late.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So how's things on your end?
I've just been pretty busy at work, trying to keep in contact with my girl because it's a 3-hour drive from my place to her place, and
Aww.
yeah, I miss her, man, and she's busy with work too, and from what I've heard and stuff, it's a little bit stressful and stuff. So I'm trying to keep the contact and stuff.
Mine's an hour, you know, it give or take. I occasionally have to take like a train or something to see her, but yeah, that's sort of a thing to do. I wanted to know on your end, because you went to attend it. How was C2E2?
It was fun. It was really fun. I went as Indiana Jones from Temple of Doom on Friday and Saturday. Really fun. If you look at Doug's Facebook
I did
page,
see the photo of Doug and Brad. And actually, is there a way you could show that? Could you show that to us? I think if you do like share screen, you can find the image.
Let me see. How the hell do I do this? Because
did Brad say the line? Did Brad say you betrayed Shiva?
Yeah. I definitely went up to him. I was like, prepare to meet Kali in hell.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Is like I'll say this: Brad does some of the best. I think he does the best impressions of Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
You know, I think Shiva will get over it.
Yeah. Well, I know I don't have the image on my computer here, but I got it on my phone. It's gonna look shitty quality, but
it doesn't matter. Here, you can probably if you flip it horizontal and you just do it there and just show them the whole screen.
Oh, okay, yeah. There we go.
Look at that! I love that. I love Doug's face. You got all the stuff. Where was Rob not there?
No, he was there. He was taking the picture.
Oh wow, he was probably just like, oh shit, because that's like the second time you've done Indiana Jones for them, because you did one with
last year.
right?
Yeah, because my dad was Henry and I was Indy. I'm like, that's funny because it went Last Crusade last year, then this year's Temple of Doom. I'm like, I got to do Raiders somehow the next time.
And then the following year, you got to either do Crystal or Dial of Destiny.
Yeah. Well, Dial of Destiny's kind of the same as Last Crusade, except you got to put the bag on the other end and not have the holster. So.
Crystal Skull, I'd be interested in seeing if you could do it. I'm surprised yet because I know Disney's doing a bunch of Indiana Jones merch. That's where you got the stones, right?
Yes. Yeah, you want to know something too? Those stones, it was one in a box. They're like $80 each.
Oh, crap. How many did you... Then you got all 3, so it's it came up to almost like $300.
Kind of, yeah, but the guy that I got in contact with to get them to me, he had an annual pass thing, so he saved like $60 on one stone.
That's really good, actually. It's funny because you wonder if they're going to start selling crystal skulls there.
They do. My dad has one. And
how much are those crystal skulls?
They're like $200, like $250. I think.
Do they at least have vodka in it, for fuck's sakes?
No, it lights up and it glows. It's like this friggin' long.
I was gonna say, if they were able to put vodka in it, then I'd say, okay, it's worth the $200. If they can light up and you put vodka in it. I mean, Dan Aykroyd is in Temple of Doom, so...
He is,
it makes sense to kind of just... have...
Yeah, I was gonna say...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, then on Sunday I was also the Rocketeer, and I had the comic accurate rocket pack and stuff, and it was fun, except people kept bumping into my goddamn rocket, and they kept looking like, oh, okay, it's fine. I'm like, no! You bump into it, fucking apologize.
It's called move, bitch, get out the way. It's funny, actually, I talked to Mason today, and he's never seen The Rocketeer. I was telling him I've never seen it, and he's like, he's never seen it. I'm like, shit, we gotta watch it.
Yeah, you definitely watch it. It's a fun movie. Like
I know it's Joe Johnston directing it, right?
yes, it's Joe Johnston directing it. Yeah, so it like I said before in one of your past streams, if you like Captain America: The First Avenger, you're gonna like The Rocketeer because it has that feel to it. So,
from the maker of Jurassic Park 3.
Again, go in with Captain America, not Jurassic Park 3.
Okay, next to Rocketeer and Captain America, which is the better film Joe Johnston directed, Jumanji or Jurassic Park 3?
Jumanji.
I mean, I like Jumanji, but like, I'll be honest, like, ever since Fallen Kingdom, I've warmed up to Jurassic Park 3. I don't think it's really a bad movie anymore.
I got the Jurassic World collection on 4K and I watched them all. And the third one, by the way, amazing quality on 4K. It looks really good.
Really?
And yeah, it looks amazing. And it's just, but I watched it again and I'm like, yeah, this is not good.
I'm still trying to get the Kong 76 4K Blu-rays. By the way, guys, you can always mail it to me. I'm trying to get that in the Lives Blu-ray, but like I've seen on Amazon, the Blu-ray for King Kong Lives is going up to 60. I'm like, Jesus. Oh, they're already starting to like sell like hotcakes. Like the limited edition steelbook that Paramount put out, they're already jacking up the price on that.
Yeah,
you might as well just get the Shout Factory release.
Yeah, I was trying to look for the 4K steelbook at my local Walmart. They didn't have them because Walmart.
There is also the 4K. There's two steelbooks. There's the 4K release by Paramount steelbook, and then there's also the one by Studio Canal, which has this amazing sort of comic book art. Where it's like, I can't keep up. Like, listen, I asked for Kong 76 on Blu-ray, but I didn't ask for 20,000 variants of it on Blu-ray.
Exactly, yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like, once you ask for something to be put out, then they put out 20,000 different copies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because like I said, I was checking out Walmart for the steelbooks for that, and because now Walmart is carrying the steelbooks for now, because Best Buy used to carry the steelbooks, and Best Buy doesn't carry physical media anymore for movies.
That's stupid.
Yeah, but from what I heard, Target, they're going to start getting rid of their physical media soon, and Walmart's going to start getting rid of it too. I'm like, you just got the steelbooks there. Why are you discontinuing it soon?
Because they want everybody to just pay for things they don't own.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is a huge way to stop piracy for them.
I don't know, to be honest, because I think it would be an easier way for piracy. But here's the thing, because Christopher Nolan, here's what he said about like digitally owning a movie, like owning a movie digitally and stuff. He's like, you're not really owning it; you're renting it until whatever company that you're streaming it from, they lose the rights, and then you have to buy it again on digital.
It's like if Blockbuster suddenly said, "Well, we can only release movies we own."
Exactly, yeah. So it's just like with physical media, you have that shit. Yeah, there's a chance of like disc rot. By the way, remember in 2007, I believe that
I have heard about the original trilogy disc rot video.
Yes.
Know what? Keep an eye on the chat. I'll be right back. Let me just go check my disc while I'm at it.
So, how's everyone doing? I'm not looking at the chat on YouTube or anything like that. I'm just here to entertain you, I guess. What else? So, I don't know why this this just popped in my head. Hey, whenever see from Cinemassacre, it just popped in my head like that Inspector Gadget thing that he did on Cinemassacre.com. So, have you eaten iced cream before? It's in multiple flavors. Do you have any favorite cartoon characters? Mine is Batman and Bugs Bunny. I don't know, that's just improvisation here.
Actually, speaking of Warner Brothers cartoons, did you see the announcement for Warner Brothers Multiverse, how they're bringing in Mark Hamill's Joker?
Oh, I didn't see that, no.
Yeah, Mark Hamill is voicing the Joker in Multiverse.
Okay. Yeah, I heard there's something where it's going to be Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill is the last time as Batman and Joker.
Crisis on Infinite Earths, the animated movie.
Okay, that's what I thought, yeah.
I actually want to, before we get to the Star Wars DVDs, I want to point these out. I don't know if I've shown these off yet, but I have gotten a few movies recently, like on different formats. So I have the Indiana Jones trilogy on Laserdisc. I did get a whole bundle, but I also got it with this for Josh, because this is going to go to Josh. I have Akira, the Criterion edition on Laserdisc.
Oh, nice.
Apparently, this goes for a little money. I paid $10 for it.
That's not bad.
That's really good, actually. So that's going to Josh. But then I found this at Value Village. Care to explain this, David? Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade on SVHS.
Oh, I remember in a chat you asked me about that, and I asked my dad, and I forgot exactly what he said. He said, depending, like, if it's sealed, it's worth something, but it's not too worth something.
I mean, I paid $2 for it. I could get my money's worth.
Yeah,
it's weird.
probably.
Like, you look at it, it's got, like, the Scotch, like, thing on it.
I don't know. Like, to be
Would
honest,
it play on a normal VHS?
I believe so, yeah.
Because I think Super just implies that it's just the widescreen edition.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, the story-wise, because I think if I remember correctly, Steven was adamant that this was the version he wanted out, but
Yeah.
the VHS company's like, no, full screen, because nobody likes the black box. He's like, fine, get the laser disc.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
you mind if I do a little show and tell?
All right.
So I picked this up at my...
I feel like Xandrew needs to get on this. Oh,
I
I got
took it-
Honey Bears in chat. Hi.
Hey!
Yeah,
Okay,
actually, Xandrew, I sent you a link if you want to join us.
Okay, so I just want to show you this, because I got this at my local comic book shop. I have never seen this, and this goes up for a bit, like, on the internet and stuff. I got it for $30. Alien.
Nice!
Story. I could show you some of the artwork on there, too, because it's fucking amazing, trust me.
Nice.
It's like from Heavy Metal Magazine and stuff like that. Let me get a good, let me get the chestburster scene, actually.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, it's not too bad. It looks fucking awesome.
By the way, Xandrew, I sent you a link on Facebook if you want to join us.
Yeah, look at
Oh,
that.
shit.
Yeah, and it goes on, like, way over there, like,
Holy crap.
yeah.
This is not safe for work for you two. I can't stay here.
Okay, let me get something that's more safe for work. Let me
Well,
cover
it's
up
H.R.
the
Geiger.
blood.
None of it's going to be safe for
I'll
work.
do it with my hand over here. Yeah,
Oh, my God.
like, that's the fucking alien.
Oh,
Look at how big it is compared to Brett right over there.
Oh, no. Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Actually, I want. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you were kind of breaking up for a second. I was like, I'm trying to get the...
No worries. Yeah, signal's a little
I think it's
iffy.
my...
But I haven't
Yeah.
checked these because I do have the original trilogy DVDs. I picked these up for like
Okay.
$3 at Goodwill once. So I don't know.
Okay,
like
yeah.
the thing is, I barely play them because I have them digitally whenever I want to watch Star Wars.
Yeah.
But let me see here. So it's
well,
so mate, which disc is it? The special editions or the unaltered versions, or is it both?
I believe it's the unaltered versions. I'm not 100% sure. They said one way to check for disc rot is that if the discs start having like this yellowy piss look to it, then that's the effect.
I can't tell.
I can't really tell. It looks a little yellowish, which could mean very soon it might start getting the disc rot where it can't play anymore. But yeah, I was gonna say, if you can, put it on your computer, rip that shit if you can, and just save it on, because that's gonna be a problem.
Even if I don't, I have the silver screen edition, which is my personal favorite rendition of the original.
Okay.
Which is just
Yeah, I
a rip
have
from
the,
a 35mm.
Yeah, I have the despecialized editions.
I'm hearing a lot about these 4K like released, like 4K 77, 4K 80,
Yeah.
4K 80. The one I'm most interested in is 4K 99.
Yeah, I've
It's
just
the theatrical
found
print
out
of
about that.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of yellow right there. I just can't fully tell because in person, it's a little different.
How many of these DVDs have this thing?
Well, I know for a fact, they said Warner Brothers movies from like 2006 to 2010 they went to a cheaper company and they had cheaper discs, and they're starting to get the disc rot nowadays.
Oh,
So
I'm just checking them all. Let's check Empire. I mean, it's not terrible. This one's not bad.
yeah, that one looks a little bit better. Yeah. I can see more. But yeah, it's like my dad and I, we checked our Warner Brothers discs because they said Warner Brothers was the big one for that had the disc rot problem. And I was looking, that one doesn't look too bad.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. But we were looking, and I forgot what one we...
Oh, shit! Oh, no! Oh, no! I think we lost him! Oh, no! We lost the hipster Whovian Jedi. No! What happened? Oh no! Well, I hope he comes back. There's a 4K 99. How did I not know about this? Yeah, they've been releasing it with a tie-in with the Phantom Menace release. Yeah, okay, hang on. Here he is. Send him back. What happened? We can't even hear you. There he is. Kind of. Really bad signal, man. We can barely make you out.
Okay, my back?
Yeah, your screen's frozen. A little better. There you go. What happened?
Hope I'm back.
Kind of.
Bad
okay, reception.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, there we go. Yeah. So, yeah, you got a little bad reception there. I don't know what's going on, but you were saying? Continue.
Anyways, yeah, because my dad and I were checking our Warner Brothers DVDs because they said Warner Brothers is the big one, and we found a few that have that piss-looking color on the back of the discs. I'm like, okay, so we're fucked on those. But somebody did ask Warner Brothers. I could see a little bit right there, a little bit of yellowing.
Shit. Now, does this also apply to the 2004 DVDs?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Because I have those.
I'm not sure about those because I know it was around 2006. They said that was a disc rot problem for certain companies, but
because that was 2004.
Yeah, but there was somebody that was talking about the disc rot stuff, and they contacted Warner Brothers about this, and Warner Brothers said, well, we'll give you replacement discs now for anything that we still distribute and stuff, but there's still a lot of shit that they don't distribute anymore that had the disc rot problems, like some of the George Reeves Superman series, that some of those have disc rot issues on there, and I'm like, oh, come on.
Well, that's the thing, like, if imagine Disney and Lucasfilm and Fox, if they're having that issue, they're never going to re-release these. I'll tell you that much. They're not going to do it, you know?
Yeah, I can tell you that. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like at this point, I can see a little bit yellowing.
I should probably play them. At least I'll play them if you want to. Like, I have the Grindhouse editions of Empire and Jedi, so. I mean, I've got good quality.
But I mean,
versions.
if you want to preserve them and stuff like that, and they play fine, just rip them onto your computer just as soon as you can. Because if there's a disc rot problem, then yeah, just have it as a backup on your computer just in case.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I wonder too. Because I'm wondering if there's plans to because I know there's issues with re-releasing the unaltered versions from Disney. I wonder if they're waiting. Do you think they're going to wait for the 50th anniversary?
That's the thing, though. I would say that it would be a smart move, but I think what it is if there's any contract with George, because I know there's rumors saying that it could be his wife has some ownership of the stuff since she helped edit them. But I don't know about that because
I heard it's because of the divorce. He didn't want to pay her half more.
Yeah, but I don't know about that because there's another movie George Lucas did called THX 1138. The original 1971 cut you cannot get today. You could get the 2004 director's cut, which he added new CGI effects and all that in there. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. You froze up. You've been frozen today. You're just doing this is you right now.
George was like, okay, well. Yeah, my connection's a little wonky. I think it's because where the connection is and the little extender box, it's a little iffy. Plus, it's raining outside, so.
Yeah, we've been getting bad. That's one of the reasons why I didn't do streams the last few days. We've been getting bad storms, so I said, nope, not doing it tonight.
Yeah. But anyways, with THX, because I was watching it, and it's a low-budget, early 70s movie. You can tell from, like, the sets, because it's all, like, white corridors and stuff like that. It doesn't look like it's a big-budget thing. But then when you add in CGI from 2004 for, like, extended city scenes, you're like, something just does not look right. And plus, there's, like, CG monkeys that attack Robert Duvall and stuff, and it just looks terrible, like, for nowadays. I'm like, it's a good movie, but I like to see the original version.
Yeah, I would too, honestly. I don't know. It's weird. THX is the one I've probably seen the least.
Okay.
Like
I just because I mean I just started rewatching it recently, and I'm like, I'll say this: George kind of predicted the future a little bit because in there people are taking medications for like anxiety, depression, all that stuff. After COVID, most people had to go on like medications and stuff like that. Plus, there's the whole Big Brother is watching you, and what else was there? Yeah, it's like he predicted quite a bit, and I'm like, this is not a road we need to go down to in the future.
Can we not? Like, I'll take Blade Runner and Soylent Green at this point.
I'll take Blade Runner because that's my favorite movie. So
listen. I'll take RoboCop at this point, or Terminator. I'll take Skynet over. I can at least try to survive Skynet.
Yeah, that just made me realize.
You know what's one of my most underrated lines in all the Terminator movies? It's in the third one where the Skynet's been launched and John Connor's talking. It's like, where's the launch codes? Where's the launch codes? It's like Skynet. The virus has infected Skynet. Skynet is the virus. It's why everything's falling apart. And then Terminator's like, Skynet has become self-aware. In 1 hour, it will launch a massive nuclear attack on its enemy. What enemy? Us! Humans! I don't know why. It's such an underrated bit of dialogue. I'm like, why? Yeah. I love that ever since Genesis and Dark Fate, Terminator 3 gets so much more love. Anyway, speaking of, well, not Terminators, but who lives in California, please help me welcoming back to the stage, Xandrew Productions. Hello!
Hey, man! Hello, everybody! How y'all doing?
Good. I finally got time to do a stream. I haven't done one of these chat streams in a while. I've been doing mostly editing streams to pass time. My gaming streams are kind of screwed right now because of just bandwidth has been slow as hell. Yeah. I gotta fix that at some point. And plus I got my next set of Kong reviews done, so I've got some time to kill. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty okay. So I'm doing pretty okay so far. I'm planning. I'm doing a donathon on Twitch right now to get myself like a electric bike so I can get from like to work a little faster and to church a lot faster.
Nice.
The donathon's gonna be weird. Like I'm implementing something called stream loots. It's a really cool thing. You can interact with the stream. You buy digital cards and like you play an effect and like they play a sound effect. I have to follow a rule that I decide to put on myself or the chat or my co-hosts. All that fun stuff. And this coming Friday, I'm going to be celebrating on Twitch the 10th anniversary of Xandrew Adventures.
Oh my god, are you having a 10th anniversary too? Congrats, man! We had ours last year, so it's like, yeah, hell yeah. By the way, I wanted to ask, plans, what is the latest on the show in terms of storylines and what you got planned releases and so on? Because I've been waiting since the last third season adventure. Like, what's going to happen next?
Well, like, I've got a rough draft down, and, like, I think I need to add a little more rough draft, but, like, I've got an idea of what I want to do for Season 4. I just now need to write down scripts, and then I gotta do, like, recordings. I gotta, like, actually, hold on, let me show you something. I will be right back. Show and tell, people!
Actually, I gotta get something for myself as well, so I will be right back.
Oh, no, not again with me.
No, I actually have to show this because somebody sent this to me in the mail. I forgot to open up and show all the handheld stuff. Nice!
Oh,
It's a droid!
This is Dora's new body.
Xandrew, I need a new body!
Xandrew, I need a new body.
I can't do Krang that well. We all know Black Nerd Comedy does the best Krang impression.
Oh, absolutely.
Pretty much, yeah.
You should
I
do
don't
the-
want to conquer Dimension X. I want to conquer Earth.
Well, the Rita tried and she failed. Or Bandora, we haven't decided.
Da, 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 da. Oh, and I have Dora in my hand. Go figure.
Dora the Explorer is weird.
I know, right?
That's probably my the most underrated Linkara joke. He's like, the new theme for Dora the Explorer is weird. By the way, Xandrew, congrats on joining Linkara's streams lately. Like, you've been doing really good on those.
I've been doing okay, yeah. Like I said, like one day there was like a thing of like, hey, we need mods. Want to try to sign in? I'm like, well, I'll see what I could do there. And like me and some others were able to become mods. I'm like, how did this happen? I just signed up and like did like on video thing with one of the other head mods, and they're like, they asked me questions. So I'm like, yeah, these are the answers that I got. And then they're like, bam, welcome being a mod. I'm like, how?
How? You're now part of the fourth wall.
I'm stuck in the fourth wall. Help!
Then you're burning with the bad comics. Oh no.
Oh, speaking of comics, I picked up the Phantom Menace 25th anniversary comic special.
I have seen like extensive scenes added, and I'm like, was this in the script?
I don't think so. I think they added stuff in there because there's a dream sequence in the beginning that Anakin has where he's all grown up as like Padawan Anakin saving his mother, and then he wakes up. He's like, "Oh, I had a dream I was a Jedi." And you want to know something else too? He goes into town. He sees a Tusken Raider tied up, and he's like, "Oh, here, I'll free you." And then he tells the bounty hunters the Tusken went that way. And,
no!
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, and 10 years later, he's gonna hate them.
Here's the thing. I thought they were part of one of George's early drafts, but they added, I'm like, you know what? These are good additions to the plot. Like, I think we did need a scene where,
Exactly.
you know, Anakin was grieving Qui-Gon. You know, like shit, like that's stuff they don't really put in the film. So
Exactly, yeah.
I did see Xandrew. Is that a Comic-Con 1 model? Because goddamn it, I want one.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
You know
Nice.
what, you hipster? You know what Comic-Con 1 is, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That is a big model. Like I was expecting a little smaller.
Oh really?
That's like I actually have these because we're gonna use these on Star Wars. Those are like action fleet like quality, like scale.
Oh, yeah.
Well, with the
Oh, I
power
remember.
of
I had that X-Wing. Oh, my God.
I have like up here a shit ton of the action fleets. These are great for the models we're gonna use.
Yeah.
So
I have up on strings up on my wall. It's TIE Fighter chasing Poe Dameron's X-Wing.
I've
Yes.
got I've got all the ties, the Slave One, the Falcon, the Cloud City vehicle, the Snow Speeder.
Hey, careful with that name, Slave One. Disney does not want you to use that.
I do not give two single poops.
No, I just like how people were bitching and complaining. They're like, "Oh yeah, he called it the Fire Sprayer." I'm like, that's the name. That's the type of ship. It's not the official name of his ship.
They only changed it because Robot Chicken called them out on it.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much.
Bubba, I love the ship. Not too sure about the name though.
It's
they
the
know
same thing with
exactly what.
Slave Leia.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Xandrew, I don't know if I didn't show this, but this I got at Comic-Con in Toronto. It's a 3D printed Falcor.
Oh, that's so cute.
Me and my girlfriend both got one, and it's like really adorable.
Aww.
I was just thinking when we were talking spaceships and stuff.
Oh, there you go.
I might actually cover that this year. Maybe if I get time, I might cover for the 40th anniversary. I'm probably going to.
That's cool, too.
Actually, also my fan from Sweden, he turned me into an action figure.
Oh my gosh, what?
Oh,
He turned
right.
me into a Kenner action figure. He's been made a few of these actually.
That's so cool.
You see on the back, like, you read the description.
Oh,
Oh, that. You know that you got a fan base when they make stuff for you. That's so
I'm just
cool.
waiting for
Pretty
Brad's figure. I'm waiting for all you to become a. Imagine if you got a Xandrew Kenner action figure,
It's probably never gonna happen, but that would be pretty cool.
or the Linkar action figure that comes with a Comic-Con 1 Kenner set. It's built out of pieces from the fire. I actually wanted to show this off too, because another person, actually from LA, had sent me this, and I was kind of shocked. It's there's a big letter thing here for it, but he sent me a bunch of manuscripts,
Ooh.
like a bunch of different, like 3 or 4 scripts, and they're for a set of King Kong projects. Like, they're legit scripts.
Oh, dang.
And I'm gonna have to look into this. One of them, he said, here's what he wrote to me. He said, BigJackFilms, I greatly enjoy your podcast about everything related to Kong. I salute your enthusiasm for Marion C. Cooper's creation that inspired millions around the globe. I enjoyed your remake on a shoestring budget. Back in my day, we had to shoot epics on Super 8 film, and if we wanted to superimpose an image, we had to forcefully backwards the cartridge. And he said, I've been researching the life of Cooper and Issac relating to early travel films and later experiences in Hollywood and beyond. There's so much about these guys' adventures. It's staggering. Some years ago, I was one of the first to study Marion C. Cooper's archives housed in Brigham Young University in Utah and gained a deep insight on Cooper's work. Find enclosed, unpublished 3 screenplays of film screenplays of mine based on the making of the 33 film, a Shakespearean version of the discovery of Skull Island in 1618, and the later adventures of Denham in South America after Kong fell from the Empire State Building.
Oh, wow.
So these are like 3 scripts this guy wrote. I'm gonna have to like read these at some point, because these are like legit movie scripts that this guy just sent me. I'm like, I don't expect. Is this a pitch? Am I supposed to invest in these? What is happening?
Are they supposed to inspire you to make these films or something? I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I gotta figure something out there. Like, I'll have to do something with those at some point. I was planning to do like a video on it, but I'm like, I don't know what I could do with it. Just text. The box just said manuscripts. I'm like, oh no, somebody found some lost script. Oh no, it's somebody's fan fiction. Help! Somebody sent me their weird erotic Inuyasha Sonic the Hedgehog fanscription. It says it's from an anonymous person. Only goes under the name Chan. No! You know what's funny? Okay, not to dive too deep into the Chris Chan thing, but when the news started reporting on him like a year or 2 ago, my only response was to quote Adith Bey in The Mummy. We told you to leave this place or die. Now you've refused. Now you might have killed us all. You have unleashed the creature that we have feared for more than 3,000 years. The reports are like, relax, I got him. No mortal man can kill this creature. It's not of this world!
Wow.
That was literally me. Do not mess with this media. It is not of this universe. You are going to prematurely create the merge, and we're like, no, don't open the, no, you must not open the merge.
Marion, don't look at Marion, don't look at the light. Don't look at the light, Marion.
I can't help it. It's so beautiful.
I was gonna say the Family Guy one where it was Raiders alternate ending. Marion, don't open your eyes. Okay. By the way, I'm pregnant. Maybe you should have one peek.
No, for me, it's the Bugs Life joke. I can't help it.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. Talk about a Pixar movie nobody talks about anymore.
I know, it's a shame because it's actually really good.
Yeah,
Even though the story is just a ripoff of Akira Kurosawa.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, which one is it? Like Seventh Samurai?
You know what? Yeah, Seven Samurai. Actually.
Yeah, that's that. I have that on Blu-ray. I still have to watch it because I know it's long, and I'm like, do I have the time to actually watch it? And I'm like, because the only one from like the Criterion Collection I watched was when I had HBO Max. It was one of the first Lone Wolf and Cub movie, because I'm like, I want to see all the Japanese inspirations for Star Wars, and Lone Wolf and Cub is Mandalorian.
I actually wanted to bring this up to Xandrew because I picked this up in a Laserdisc lot, and this is for my buddy Josh, and I paid $10 for it.
Yeah, I saw that. It's the Akira one. That's crazy.
It's the Criterion edition of Akira.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I actually got the Kong Criterion Collection as well. I got that Laserdisc with it. So
it's still crazy that Laserdisc was a thing that was there, but then immediately passed up as soon as DVDs became a thing.
yeah, I mean, I actually find sometimes Laserdiscs have better quality than DVD, actually.
Well,
It depends on the quality, I guess, but yeah. Go ahead.
Well, I remember I was watching Back to the Future Part 2 recently, and when they knocked Jennifer out and they put her in the alleyway, if you look, there's like a whole thing full of like Laserdiscs right there, and I'm like, Laserdiscs in 2015?
Marty, what kind of timeline are we in right now? I love how Oliver Harper brought that up in his retrospective. It was like, they're throwing out the Laserdisc. I'll take a bunch of those.
At C2E2. At C2E2, there was a DeLorean you could take pictures of, and Christopher Lloyd was actually there. I saw him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Actually, it's funny. My buddy Ken, who has the DeLorean we used on a couple of our videos, he had his last show last year at Fan Expo, and because he actually moved all of it to Florida. Why are all time travelers going to Florida? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't know. But to the point, the last thing he gave me as a gift was he gave me a replica of the almanac, and I gave it to Brad as a present for Christmas.
Aww.
So actually, I might as well, Brad. I don't know if he's watching, but I picked this up for him in Florida. This is his little gift from Florida. I picked him up the license plate.
Nice.
They sell these. They're like literally only $15 with tax.
Jeez,
They're actually worth picking up for $15. It's not bad.
Oh, I know. That's a George.
Speaking of little gifts, when you come over for G-Fest, I have this big ass box for you. I picked this up at my Rolloco Disc Replay. I don't know if you ever had this. I had this when I was a kid. I picked it up at the dollar store. I thought I would never find it again. Found it boxed up.
What is that?
It's a little King Kong figure, 1933.
You know what? I have one of those, but it's a finger puppet.
Oh. Well, it's not like a...
It's the same packaging.
Yeah. Then here's the back of it.
It's on my Universal shrine. Huh. Yes, I have a Universal... Actually, you know what? I don't know if I've ever shown this off. I think it's a show and tell stream tonight, folks.
It probably is.
Probably is.
It's all show and tell.
Well, to be fair, I think I'm kind of out of things to show and tell right now, sadly.
Okay, I'll show you one thing that I can kind of sin for. Let me see here. I don't really have the Kong on me, but I can show one thing that I did do years ago. So, I love the E.T. adventure. That Universal, the E.T. ride.
Everyone does.
Right?
Everyone does.
When I went there this year, I actually got to ride it by myself, which is amazing.
I saw that, yeah.
It's amazing. But this is from a couple of years ago, because I didn't know what was going to happen with this thing. But to quote Ian McKellen in the appendices for Lord of the Rings and Return of the King, where he's like, I was given Glamdrin, Gandalf's sword, and I stole other artifacts.
Oh my god.
So I might have stolen my planetary passport.
You monster, how could you?
How could you?
Well, this is actually, not just that, it's the OG passport, because they actually put out new ones.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right.
So this still has my name encrypted on it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
So and I just said, you know what? I don't know how long this ride's gonna last. I might as well get my passport and keep my ET passport. Yeah, I actually I got my honey bear one too. I got her one when I went, so
oh,
got her as a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I got her also an ET plushie too. So she loves She loves ET and the Simpsons. I bought so much Simpsons stuff for her there.
The Simpsons.
Yeah. Let me grab one thing for the show and tell thing, because it also relates to Universal, and it's the 25th anniversry this year for this movie.
Is it really? No, it's next year, because it was 1990 it opened.
No. I meant this movie thing for a show and tell thing I have.
Oh, okay. That was because it opened in 1990. It was supposed to be 1989 until Michael Eisner beat them to the punch.
You're freezing up. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So here's because I got this from an artist there. Yeah. So I got this from an artist there, and I was like, "Oh, I like it." And he's like, "Yeah, it's my last one right there," and I had to pick it up.
We can't see. You're frozen today.
Oh, did you?
It's just frozen today.
Am I good?
Nope, still frozen.
Nope. You're still frozen today.
Okay, hold on.
I swear to God, if there's going to be a Comic-Con that's going to have Christopher Lloyd and Hulk Hogan there, they're going to do a Suburban Commando panel. They have to.
God.
Here, let me try something really quick. I'm gonna stop my cam and put it back up.
Okay, okay.
My back?
I'm brushing my kitty.
Still nothing.
No.
Kitty!
No.
Oh, Georgie.
I get Georgie.
Every time, I swear.
I'm gonna say hello.
Yeah, let me try.
Come on.
Hold on, let's see.
Don't you want a balloon?
Here, let me refresh the page. I'm gonna leave real quick. I'm just gonna refresh it, so hopefully it'll work.
It's funny because the first time I ever heard a reference to it, like in terms of that scene, was when I watched the midnight screenings by Brad Jones on Wookie Loves, and they're watching it, and he's like, "That's how Georgie got killed in it."
Okay,
all right.
Am I good?
Okay.
Yeah, sort of.
You look frozen still.
Today.
Okay.
You might want to move somewhere with better reception. There we go. There we go. You're good.
Okay. Oh, you guys froze.
Dang it!
We're okay. If we're frozen, we gotta do this.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah. Okay. Are you good?
What are we doing?
I don't know.
I don't know if I'm good. Hold on.
Kind of. Just slowly move.
Why did it go to that one?
Slowly move. Baby steps. Now he's frozen again.
Not again.
This is hipster Whovian getting stuck and frozen in time, the live stream.
Right.
Is this canon? I don't know.
Third base, yes. It's like Harley, what do you think?
Good.
Close enough.
Am I good?
We're seeing you so far.
I'm
Yes.
Now, you guys
Joey, you have a chance.
Okay. So the guy had this. It was like the last one, so I picked it up.
Nice.
That's ballin'.
Yeah.
I love that poster.
Yeah, I mean, look at it's just presented in CinemaScope, Universal Pictures. It's like all that old style writing and stuff like that. I'm like, it looks fucking cool. I love this thing.
Yeah.
You know what was funny? I could say a scene that we were going to plan for Mummy Month that we ended up cutting out because we didn't have time to find anybody to do it. We were going to have a scene where, like, when Imhotep's, like, trying to kill me when I'm trying to put him back in the portal before I put him in. He's got me pinned down. He's choking me out, saying how he's like the greatest thing of Egypt, and then he gets tapped on the shoulder by a black and white figure who says, "Would you care to rephrase that, you son of a bitch?" And it's actually Karloff's coming. It was going to be Karloff who was going to tap Arnold Vosloo and be like, "Would you care to rephrase that, you son of a bitch?"
Is that a reference to Team 4-Star?
Yes.
With the Android 16.
Would you care to rephrase that, you son of a bitch?
You care to rephrase that, you son of a B word?
Well,
Rocket punch!
Rocket punch.
I was looking at my horror collection of the Blu-rays I have, and I was like, oh, I'll watch the Brendan Fraser Mummy for the anniversary. I'm like, I don't have it in my collection. I'm like, I thought I did. I'm like, oh, no, wait. I got rid of the Blu-ray because I was going to upgrade to the 4K, and I never got around to it.
No, don't worry. You still have it on VHS.
Oh, God, I sold my VHS years ago.
No!
Why would you do that?
Not even, you didn't even save your super VHS!
No!
This thing's worth like $100! I paid $2 for it!
The only two VHSs I have in my collection are Howard the Duck and Fright Night Part 2.
Why Howard the Duck?
Why not Howard
the Duck?
Why not Howard the Duck?
Question. Am I the only one who wants to see the MCU turn that movie into canon?
It is! Because Kevin Feige said all the other universes, they are canon.
I know, but if they make another Howard the Duck, they don't make it, they make it the Seth Green one, but establish it's the same Howard.
That's gonna be a little tough.
Just make it like Deadpool where you're self-aware. No, give me my Howard the Duck Deadpool movie.
We can call it Dead Duck.
Yes! Like, this summer, Seth Green and Ryan Reynolds, Dead Duck.
Didn't they do a Deadpool Howard the Duck combination in the comics? I thought they did.
No, here's what you do. You do a Deadpool Howard the Duck movie for the MCU, but you do it but you have it from, you make it an animated movie from the creators of Robot Chicken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there
you
we
get
go.
the Robot Chicken guys to make an MCU stop-motion movie with Ryan Reynolds and Seth Green and make it a Deadpool Howard the Duck movie.
That will blow minds, honestly.
I will watch that. Make it an exclusive series on Disney+.
There you go.
Yeah, but I mean, if people are like, "Oh, Howard the Duck, that movie's so awful" and stuff like that, I'm like, it has a 4K UHD release.
And then also make it I was just gonna say, call it like, and then maybe like Ryan Reynolds is like, no, let's call it Dead Duck Chicken, or no, Robot Dead Duck, and then just whatever, just do Robot Chicken, and then on top of that, it'd be funny, like, at some point Deadpool's gonna drop the fact that it's like, so are you actually Marty McFly's dad?
But yeah, look at that.
Or are you actually? No, wait.
Nice.
No, I don't think you did. I don't think you did George McFly. That wasn't that, Lauren. It was from another timeline. It was the one with Eric Stoltz. But we don't talk about that because the Flash did it first.
And then Howard just looking at him going, and Howard just looks at him going, "Leave me alone."
No. Howard just says, "What the duck are you talking about?"
Okay, so I have my VHS somewhere. I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere, though. But I do have Howard the Duck on DVD.
Nice.
And I got it signed by Ed Gale and Leah Thompson.
Nice.
And I have the Steelbook Blu-ray of Howard the Duck.
Show off.
And then I have the 4K UHD Steelbook.
Fucking Howard the Duck. You might as well just get the big poster, and also you might as well buy the original Howard suit.
I would love to, but
imagine telling people I own Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Don't you love it that all these weird movies George Lucas made in the 80s that people said are bad, or now people are saying it's classics?
Well, I mean,
I know.
It's probably thanks to like social media and stuff like that. Like social media will always dictate what happens, but now with the internet, like now people can like find similar voices. Like, you know what? I'm gonna be controversial. I like Howard the Duck. Wait, you like Howard the Duck too?
I'll throw some in there. I'll throw some in there. Here's my controversial opinion. I love the Felix the Cat movie. I like that movie.
I haven't seen it.
That is like Doctor Who meets Star Wars meets like classic cartoons. It's got a rockin' 80s soundtrack. Love that movie. You know what? I'll say this. I love all the cartoons, the movies, except for modern day. So I'm talking Felix the Cat, Tom and Jerry, Gumby. Nobody talks about the Gumby movie.
Oh, the Gumby movie. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The Gumby movie, yeah.
Or as they say, if you watch the film, they call it Gumby 1. Because they knew they were going to make Gumby 2, which never happened.
Oh, that reminds me. The panel I went to at C2E2 for movies everyone disagrees with you on, somebody mentioned Doug's first movie, and they were like, was there another one? And then Doug was like, no, I know it's only one movie that they only did. They called it the first movie. They were going to get more, but...
Isn't it weird that I remember actually 25 years ago, I saw that movie in theaters?
Really?
I saw that. It was a dead theater. There was like maybe 2 or 3 other people. I didn't mind the Doug. Actually, you know what? The Doug movie was okay. Like, I'll say this. Had it been like the finale to the series, great ending. But I never watched the Disney era of Doug. I only watched the Nickelodeon era. That's all I cared about. But yeah, I like the Felix the Cat movie. I think it's, one, it introduced me to the idea of dimensional travel. That was my Doctor Who. I'm surprised Felix never turned his magic bag into the thing.
The sonic screwdriver?
Sonic screwdriver, yeah. Again, you're talking to somebody who's never watched Doctor Who. I know it.
You need to be a nerd, man. You need to know.
I know it, but it's too much for me. I think it's too much. It's too complicated. Like, listen, I've gotten into Ghostbusters. Like, ever since, I was a casual Ghostbusters guy. I only saw the first one. I remember the show at Universal. I liked those a little bit more. But then after Afterlife, I said, I love this shit.
Yeah. You want to know the movie I sent for that panel that I went to for C2E2?
Which one?
The movies everyone disagrees with you on. I said to them, I'm like, a movie I like. Well, first off, I was in the Rocketeer costume. I had the helmet on. I went up to the mic, and Doug was like, "You're gonna say the Rocketeer, aren't you?" I'm like, "Everyone loves the Rocketeer." I just took it off, and then I was like, "Oh, jeez." And I said, a movie I like that everybody hates is The Phantom.
I like the Phantom's got a great soundtrack.
I know, yeah, but everyone clapped in that room. I'm like, everyone loves The Phantom? Really? I've heard nothing but bad stuff.
Fun fact. In the first teaser trailer for The Mask of Zorro, they used the music from The Phantom.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
They used the music from The Phantom, and they used the most overused piece of soundtrack in 90s action-adventure movies, and that was Too Many Notes from Drop Zone by Hans Zimmer.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Okay, you know that in every swashbuckler in the 90s and 2000s, you good, Xandrew?
I'm good. I'm just drinking from my plate here of the Coca-Cola that I spilled.
Oh.
No worries. Okay, you know how in every swashbuckler film from the 90s to the 2000s up to I'd say Pirates of the Caribbean 1, you heard that music that sounds like the Pirates of the Caribbean music, but it's not. Yeah. They play everything. So it's from a movie that Hans Zimmer composed called Drop Zone. And you'd think, okay, this scene that he uses it in has to be the spectacular scene. You know how Doug complained about the scene in Conan the Barbarian where that epic piece of music is used for people burning down a village? Who cares? You know what that epic pirate kind of music was used in? A scene where a guy is skydiving, his parachute doesn't work, and some guy has to scoop down and grab him. That's the scene. This epic swashbuckling pirate music, and it's used for some guy who screwed up in skydiving.
That's insane.
Why? Now I can never watch those trailers and these epic sweeping swashbucklers without thinking skydiving. I don't think of pirates, I think of skydiving. I don't think of sword fights, I think of skydiving.
So it's basically that song and To the Stars from Dragonheart that were used for a bunch of trailers.
Overused in the 90s.
Yeah.
I think the track used from Dragonheart was To the Stars.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I love Dragonheart.
I haven't seen it.
You've never seen Dragonheart?
I've never seen it, no.
I remember watching it, but it's been forever since I've watched it, so...
I'll put it... Okay, two things. Sean Connery is the best thing in it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, the CG is I mean, it's 90 CG, but you know what? It still kind of works. Third thing. The relationship between Einan and Bowen is what I wanted with Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay.
You're going to see a lot of the parallels and think, why didn't George just write it like this? There's a great piece of dialogue where the idea is that Einan is so corrupt and evil. Because basically when he was a kid, when his father, the king, was ruling, so basically Bowen is supposed to be a descendant, is a member of the Knight of the Old Code, which, fun fact, this movie is actually an Arthurian film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember from the Salt video, yeah.
Hundreds of years after the fall of King Arthur. So the Knights of the Old Code are actually the descendants of the Knights of the Round Table.
Okay.
So the Round Table is that. So basically, when you had the Round Table, they all swore to the Old Code. So the king had entrusted Sir Bowen, a Knight of the Old Code, to train Einan because he was the greatest swordsman in the land. And fun fact, Dennis Quaid, when they were doing the sword fighting, they based the sword fighting on actually samurai sword fighting. So it's a knight doing samurai stuff. I'm like, that's amazing. So
really cool.
It's really cool. So it gives his fighting style different. So, but then what happens is when Einan becomes evil and corrupt, and he has this amazing emotional sword fight with Bowen near this waterfall, he tells Bowen, he's like, lay down, Bowen. You are the sorry scrap of dead worlds and dead beliefs. And then Bowen is so heartbroken. He said, you said the words. You spoke it from your heart. He says, I vomited them up because I couldn't stomach them, because I knew it was what you wanted to hear. He says, I taught you. You taught me to fight. That's all you did. I took what I needed from you. Oh, and that's like, and then he stabs Bowen in the shoulder. He says, you taught me well. I'm like, this is what Anakin should have been when he was knighted Darth Vader.
Exactly,
I think it would have been useful if, he got Obi-Wan at one point, he says, you taught me well. Just to be a dick.
Well, I mean, he kind of did in the Obi-Wan series when he, forced him into the fucking fire.
That or like something for this is what Kylo and Luke should have been. That dynamic where like Kylo was already tempted by the dark side. He just used Luke to gain an advantage with the lightsaber and the Force because he felt, well, this is the greatest fighter in the galaxy, so I'll just take what I need from my uncle and get out of here.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, I just heard this recently because you know Sam Witwer, who he is, right?
The voice of Darth Maul and also Starkiller.
Yes. Okay, because he said when he did the audition for Starkiller, because they had to do a video audition because they were going to use his likeness and stuff, it was him meditating, and you see he's meditating, he's like tensing up and stuff like that, and they're like, okay, you did good, but why are you so tensed up? You're meditating. He's like, yeah, but, you know, I'm putting the lightsaber together. If he's being trained by Vader, Vader didn't tell him how to meditate calmly. It's going to be all rage and like, I got to put this together and stuff. It's like, and I'm like, and he's like, that's how I got the job. Because I'm like, wow, this guy's a huge fucking nerd, and I love it. I'm going to get a beer with this guy.
You know what I found out that really just, like, if I ever meet this guy, I'm going to talk to him about it. But you know who Matt Lanter is, right?
Yes.
The voice of Anakin in the Clone Wars.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, I could have met him at Fan Expo, but here's what I realized. I realized he was in something else prior. I want to go up to him and say, hey, Matt, love you as Anakin, but I have to ask you about something. Disaster movie.
I was gonna say, I remember Disaster
He was
movie.
he was the main character in Disaster Movie.
Yeah.
The spoof of like the scary movie, like people, like those writers. Okay. He was the main character in Disaster Movie. And you know what makes it so funny? There's a spoof scene where they're spoofing Jumper, which came out that year. That's the movie with Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Now he's playing Hayden's character.
Oh.
Now, here's what's funny. In the movie, he does the teleportation thing. Then it cuts to a crappy Narnia cosplayer saying, I am Prince Caspian, here to save Narnia. And that lantern lands on the sword of Caspian, and he's like, hello? Somebody gonna do something about this? It's the guy who ruined Star Wars. And I'm like, how poetic. He's playing the guy who at the time people said ruined it, then he does the show that saves it.
The irony.
Pretty much, yeah.
It doesn't help that this movie was produced by 20th Century Fox.
Oh, whoa, yeah.
I would say Disaster Movie is the bridge between prequels bad, prequels good. That was it's ironically the bridge of all things. Disaster Movie! Which, you know what, I have a guilty pleasure for those.
Really?
Like,
sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
Movie, Disaster Movie, Meet the Spartans, and my favorite of all of them, Epic Movie.
Oh, I remember Epic Movie, yeah.
Okay, Epic Movie, I'll describe it like this. You remember how Mr. Plinkett, when he starts the Phantom Menace review, where he says, it comes off like a script written by an 8-year-old?
Oh.
That is Epic Movie. Epic Movie is a fan fiction written by an 8-year-old. This is something I would have written in, like, the early 2000s.
Oh my gosh.
And you know what? I kind of see the charm behind it. Yeah, I know it's like, okay, like, top-tier weird movies that kind of inspired my show. The Felix the Cat movie, South Park Imagination Land, Epic Movie, one or two episodes of Ed, Edd and Eddy may have inspired it here and there. Like, little things like that really influence the structure of this show.
Yeah.
It's weird because originally I had written a lot of the stuff like 20 years ago, like this story about this kid who goes through like multi-fictional universes. And the original plan of the dimensional rift was not like this hot tub time machine thing or anything. It was originally just he was going to like fall in a creek and there was going to be like a portal underground underneath the creek underwater and it was going to suck him in. Like flushed away, sort of.
So you're kind of doing a little bit of Flight of the Navigator meets all this other stuff.
It was weird. That was the original concept, that it was just going to be a magical portal that like cracks open in this creek, and he's trying to clamp for air. He's trying to breathe underwater, and it sucks him into this vortex thing.
So you almost kind of pulled off a Warriors of Virtue kind of moment.
Oh,
there.
yeah, that's true.
You know what, actually? I remember I watched a lot of that. I had not watched that movie since I was a kid. I'm starting to realize maybe that's where I got it from. That or how Bastion travels through to Fantasia to the real world in Neverending Story 2.
There you go, yeah.
Because remember in Neverending Story 2, like, I don't remember how he got to Fantasia, but I remember how he got out. He jumped into, like, Niagara Falls or something. He says,
no.
Don't worry, I'm gonna play the kid from Superman 2 who's also the voice of Nicholas and Darkheart Gamer!
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, actually, fun fact. The kid who jumped off Niagara Falls in Superman 2 also voiced Nicholas and Darkheart in the 2 Care Bears movies.
You have to say it correctly. It's not Darkheart, it's Darkheart!
Yeah, it was the same kid. It was the same. And actually, I know him. He's a friend of mine on Facebook. So yes,
Really?
I know the kid who jumped off Niagara Falls in Superman 2.
There you go.
I think Superman 2 is the one I've, like, here's the thing. Out of all the 4 films, I hate Superman 3. I actually will rather watch Superman 4 than Superman 3.
Well, here's the thing. Superman 4, it's a super cheap budget, but it's a so bad, it's actually good.
It's like Batman and Robin. It's like Batman and Robin for me.
I wouldn't go that far for me. I hate Batman and Robin.
But Superman 3 is just boring, depressing, and I'm just going to say it. Richard Pryor isn't funny.
Oof.
Well,
He's not funny, especially in that movie. He's like, no, he is everything that people bitch about with Jar Jar.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's not funny. In fact, I'll say this: watching Phantom Menace in theaters last week, I think Jar Jar got a little funnier. He actually got the movie kind of got better. It was like aged like a one. There were moments in this movie I'm like, I'm laughing my ass off. Jar Jar's hysterical. Why did we hate this guy again?
Why is there making fun of Jar Jar? Jar Jar committed genius.
It's funny because the one line everybody knows him from, the iconic moments, people were laughing, like when he says, "You should thinking, you should people gonna die?" People laughed immediately about that. The part, actually, no, it's funny. There were a couple of people, like, our theater was pretty packed, and, like, I knew half of them were aware of the Mr. Plinkett review, because this is the second time I've done this. I did this at the 3D re-release when there was, like, nobody there, and I did it this time, when you have that shot where it's like, "Sir, they got up the ventilation shaft." I literally said, "Oh my God, what's wrong with your face?" And the whole theater laughed and applauded at my joke because they realized this guy knows what we were immediately thinking. So nobody can ever look at that character. He is not whatever his name is. He is the "what's wrong with your face" guy.
So now he's along the lines of what's that character's name from the 7th Star Wars movie? Traitor!
TR?
No. His name was originally TRAR, but they changed it to something else. I'm like, it's fucking stupid. Have it be TRAR because it's traitor.
No. It's the last best character was Babu Frick. Ha! I don't care what people say. I love Babu Frick.
Yeah, he's adorable.
Ha!
And they brought him back in Mandalorian in season 3, and I swear to God, he drops an F-bomb, and I'm like, what the fuck?
No, I love what Mahler said about him, where every time he mentions Babu Frick, he cuts to that Sonic kid going, "Holy frickin' frick!"
I was gonna say with Jar Jar too. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna get Darth Jar Jar soon officially. And
here's my take on it. Like, do you understand? We were joking. It was a joke.
I mean, yes, but remember, there were fans that hated the idea of Jar Jar. They wanted a reason to hate on him. So
we already did. He's the reason the Empire came to power.
Yes.
He gave the green light to give Palpatine the emergency powers to create the clone army. That whole trilogy is because of him. We don't need Darth Jar Jar. To quote Chris in Family Guy, it was a joke! It
may have been a joke, but the punchline just makes it even funnier.
I would be, if I was the Joker, I would be so peeved. I'm like, it was a joke!
Misa wasn't joking when Misa said, "You saw people gonna die."
Well, I imagine at that point, Luke becomes the Joker and he says, "It was a joke!" And You took it too seriously! It was a joke! Holly, I'm sorry I tossed you out the window! You got the joke! They did not get the joke!
And Harley down here. Thanks, Mr. J.
My fault! No, wait, Harley, what do you have to say about this?
My first name is Harleen Quinzel, but my friends and enemies know me as Harley Quinn.
She got smashed in the head by the Joker at that point, so...
Oh my god, it was a joke! Okay, granted, I like that they're doing it because screw it, why not? But at the same time, don't make this canon! This was a joke!
Well, I mean, it's Lego, so it's not 100% canon. It's just funny.
It's funny because I was thinking of that line from South Park with the Canadians when they're doing the whole Donald Trump thing. We were all just thinking it was a joke. We thought it was funny. We just thought it was funny. We didn't actually think they would do it.
Yeah.
We thought it was funny.
Oh, speaking of South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, that's coming out on 4K very soon.
Okay, guess what we get? We get a 4K, but we don't get a re-release.
I know.
We have all these 25th anniversary releases. We can't get the South Park movie in there.
Because the same day that comes out in 4K, Team America comes out in 4K too.
Also, with all these releases, when are we going to get The Matrix back in theaters?
Oh, dear. Oh, man, that's
Can we not? That's the one movie in '99. I'm like, can we skip that one?
They're gonna do a fifth one, right?
I don't care.
They're doing a fifth one, right?
I'm gonna be real, guys. I'm gonna be real. The Matrix stinks.
Yes.
I don't like The Matrix. Same. I've never liked it.
The first one was bad. I finally watched it. And I was like,
I think the Wachowskis. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. I think the Wachowskis are hacks.
Oof.
I think they're hack writers. You know what? I only liked one movie they did. I liked the Speed Racer movie.
Same.
That's the only movie I liked that they did. But Cloud Atlas sucked.
Yep.
Jupiter Ascending, I walked out of there after the third act. You know what I did? I walked out, and you know what I did for the third act of that film? I went to a pet shop and played with puppies. And that was more entertaining than this whatever budget they did.
That sounds amazing. Play with puppies. There
was literally a pet store across the street from the theater. I said, screw this, I'm going to go hang out with the puppies.
And the puppies were super happy that day.
Yeah, it's like, they're like, thank you. What were you doing beforehand? I was watching a Wachowski movie. You poor, poor man. We'll comfort you. It's okay. You don't have to remember that terrible movie. It's a shame because you know what? The trailers got me. Like, Jupiter Ascending, the trailers, I'm like, you know what? This is an original sci-fi. You know what? I'm in. I'll see what it's. I like the trailer. Then I see the movie, I'm like, to quote Theme Snark, what the hell is this? That was me the whole time, just, what the fuck is this piece of shit? No, just Joe Pesci just walks in.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Wasn't that was awful. Tales from the Crypt?
Did they?
I know Joe Pesci was in an episode of Tales from the Crypt where he was dating two twin models or something, they were rich, and then he was like, oh, I have a twin brother. He just married both of them, then they found out and they killed him at the end.
Twins, Basil, twins. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's like, guilty pleasures. I think that's what we'll bring this up, just bad movies that we like. So yeah, I've talked Felix the Cat, Superman 4. I kind of ironically like the Inspector Gadget movie.
A little bit, for me.
A little bit, same, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Sean has gotten me curious about George of the Jungle 2.
Oh, George of the Jungle 2.
Because there is they apparently explain who the narrator is. And do you want to know spoilers what it is?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
He's God.
Oh, yeah. And
I'm like, that's like, okay, first of all, I found out that apparently they're self-aware, because they literally make a joke saying, yeah, we couldn't get Brendan Fraser. I'm like, okay, I respect you for, you know what you are, you're going to have fun with it, but then to go that bombastic with the narrator, I'm like, I never saw Sean show me, I'm like, what the, how did I skip this? What the hell is this?
Can I ask one thing though, really quick? Because I talked to Doug about this. He says he knows people that think this movie's bad, but I've heard people say nothing good about this movie. The Black Hole.
I've never seen it.
You've never
Same.
seen it?
I know. Some jerk with a camera like talks about it on occasion. Like he said, I think, what did he say? He said, what was it? There was something he said in one of his reviews where he said, what this was what the Black. No, I think he said, Song of the South is what Song of the South to Gone with the Wind was what the Black Hole was to Star Wars.
Pretty much. It was like Disney's take on doing that, but I'm like, I love the whole movie. I just hate the ending.
I've never seen it. So,
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, because I don't know if I should tell you what the ending originally was and then spoil.
Go ahead.
Okay, so originally in the script, they were being sucked. The heroes are being sucked into the black hole, and the script ends like this: they go into the black hole. That was it. They did not have an ending. They were like, we can't end it like that, where there's nothing that happens. So they had to think of something. We ended up they're going through the black hole, and we see the villains like floating around in space, and the big evil robot that he created, he's like trapped inside it, like it's a torture thing. And then you see like it's like on top of a hill with like fire, and all his minions are like right there, like it's indicating it's hell. Then we're zooming into the darkness. There's like a big white tunnel, and it's like a huge heavenly light tunnel, and we see like an angel type of character kind of floating down there, and our heroes come out the other side of the black hole to another universe, and that's how it ends. And I'm like, what the hell was that?
So it's actually Space Jesus.
I guess, but I don't know, because one of the original ending ideas they had was, instead of going through the black hole and they're shot out to another universe, they still have the heaven and hell thing, but they come through that painting in Rome where it's God and the other person, I can't remember. Adam, yeah, because I'm not religious, so sorry if I get that. But yeah, they come right through the finger of that, and they're back home on Earth, and I'm like, what were they thinking? They were trying to put religion into this? Like, I'm like, the whole movie works. The
like,
ending just does not...
Hey, Disney, we know Star Wars touched on religion, but you don't have to make it the vocal point of your picture. You're Disney.
Yeah.
You're Disney.
Yeah, but it's just it's a good movie until you get to the end, I have to say, because then it falls apart with the ending right there.
Actually, well, you were bringing up that thing, like the two angels touching. What is that? That's the thing, right? I should point this out. It was kind of intentional, but when you look at the thumbnail for the King's Gauntlet Part 2, like the final chapter, I did kind of play with that image a little bit, and you'll see why. You'll notice it. You'll be like, I see what you did there, Jack. That's clever.
Yeah.
But I can't say. You'll have to see it when it happens next week.
Yeah.
I'll say this too. There's one movie, I brought this up because it's one of those movies where I know it exists, but every time it's name dropped, I'm like, I forgot that is a thing. I keep forgetting it. Maybe that's why not many people talk about it. The Rescuers Down Under.
Yes! I love that movie.
I remember that a long time ago.
You see what I did? I tested you guys. I bring up the name, and everybody remembers it suddenly exists.
It's because it's amazing. Like, the animation is so good. I didn't even know it was a sequel once upon a time. I didn't even know Rescuers was like a movie first, and then Rescuers Down Under was the sequel. Like, it's so good.
It's weird that I watched the first one and I keep forgetting a second one exists. I kind of like the first one.
I mean, understandable, but at the same time, like, God, like, when it came to, like, oh my gosh, when Cody says, Marahote, and he's falling, and, like, Marahote just saves him and just, like flies around, it's like, he could have just, like, Marahote would just catch the kid, get him down, and just be done. No, we go on a flight, we go through sceneries, it's so freaking good!
You know, it's funny, because I'll say this, the soundtrack's phenomenal.
It is!
And I'll say this, like, the opening credits music, I'm like, I remember I had this when I was thinking, I want to put this in my Kong movie for, like, a trailer. Because that's, like, great, like, jungle adventure, like, no, it's very Waterworld, it's very Rocketeer-ish. It's got that vibe, I'm like, dang. Like, that's the thing, so, like, I keep forgetting. You know what? It's funny, because I haven't seen it since I had it on VHS, but I'll say this. You know what I remember kind of more? I remember the preview, behind-the-scenes preview on the original Peter Pan VHS tape.
Oh, wow, really?
And it was like, you know, we're introducing the making of it's like a 2-minute behind the scenes, and you see, like, Roy Disney, like, apparently they're talking about how, like, this was the first animated Disney sequel. That's the thing people
Oh,
forget.
yeah.
That was the first animated Disney sequel. Was Down Under.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I think because it underperformed is why they said, okay, let's just go to direct to video. I think
Okay.
I think we actually can blame the Rescuers Down Under for the reason why they never did any theatrical sequels. Well, they did, actually.
Return to Neverland.
Return to Neverland and Jungle Book 2 did get released in theater.
Yeah, that's right.
I actually did have the privilege of seeing both of them in cinemas.
I only saw Return to Neverland in theaters.
I saw it, and I also did see Jungle Book 2 in theater. Actually, Jungle Book 2 I remember kind of liking. I remember it was actually worked as a theatrical release. Although the best casting decision, John Goodman as Baloo.
Yes.
And then the late Tony Jay as Shere Khan. That's actually not too bad. It's like, Mowgli, I've come for your money.
I was gonna say when it comes to Peter Pan, have you ever seen it's on YouTube free with ads, Peter Pan Gone Wrong?
No.
Because it's basically these guys from England, this team in England, they did a stage play called the show that goes, or the play that goes wrong, and they started doing they did like a TV show, the show that goes wrong, but they did like specials. They had Peter Pan Goes Wrong, where they're doing Peter Pan, but everything goes wrong on purpose.
I have seen that. That is really funny.
Yeah, because I just remember it's like at the beginning, it's like the father is just like waiting, and the maid's like, "Oh, sir, your cab is here," because you hear the cab horn going. Thank you so much.
Be right back.
And then he's like, "Thank you so much for calling the cab." And then you hear the cab horn go again. "Another cab, sir. Thank you." Now, and then another cab horn. "A third cab, sir." "Yes. One cab for me, one for my wife, and one for my hat." For my hat. And then there's like the kids are getting ready to go into bed. It's like a 3-bunk bed thing, and they start collapsing on each other. And then it's like with John's at the bottom. It's like, "Oh, then are you sleepy, John?" Ah!
No, wait, is that the one? I forget if this is in that Peter Pan Gone Wrong. Is that the one where it's like, just wait till Peter gets free, then you'll be sorry, Hook? Wait, you call me this too? Is this a universal thing? How long have people been calling me this? Well, isn't that your name, Hook? No! It's Johnson! How come everybody names me after the worst accident of my life?
That's not it. That's a different,
By the way, this is an actual metal Hook.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So, I actually, you know what? I want to come to C2E2 because I want to cosplay as Hoffman's Hook and show it off to Doug and them. Because, like, I worked so hard on that cosplay. And actually, speaking of, oh, you're gonna love what I got here. Let me just turn off my camera.
Okay.
We lost the host. We lost the jack.
Wait,
We've been jacked.
We can take over.
We can take over.
Yes, we can take over.
We can take over, you said.
Yes. First, we will talk more about King Kong's nemesis, Godzilla, more on this channel. Then...
Yes.
What was
My
that?
God,
Ah! Oh, wait. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Move along.
Thank you. I will be moving along.
This isn't the stream you're looking for. Come on. Oh, what the heck? What the? George! How'd you get here?
Why aren't you at your post?
Order 65. No, shit. It's 72. No. Wait. No, I keep 6. Shit!
We're regular people. We don't have the inhibitor chips in us.
No, I have to do this right. I have to walk in. They fucked it up! So, here's what's interesting is that I have required a few of these Stormtrooper helmets.
Nice.
This is the Rubies edition. So, there's a story behind this. We have actually bought a few of these.
Okay.
So, these things normally range up here about $250.
What the fuck?
If not less. Now, hang on. You want to know how much I paid for this in the box?
I'm gonna guess 100.
20.
That's a good deal.
That's a great deal.
So here's the story. I answered a call on social media, on Facebook Marketplace, and they were selling these for, like, they were actually selling First Order Stormtrooper helmets for about $20. I'm like, all right, I'll go check it out, because I need these for my Star Wars project. Little did I know, it is a warehouse with a bunch of costume stuff in liquidation. Now, the story is that there is a costume store I used to buy from here in Toronto called Theatrics Plus. And around winter last year, they closed down for some odd reason. It was the only good costume shop in town, and it was great. And I'm like, why did they close? So I talked to the guy at the warehouse, and I said, what is this? They said, you remember Theatrics Plus? I said, yeah. Well, the person running it got sick, and they couldn't keep up demand, so they just threw all their stuff here. We're just practically giving it away, and so I bought a bulk of these for like $50.
Dang.
And I'm still buying stuff from them. I'm trying to see if they have the Ruby's Ultimate Stormtrooper costume and Vader costume, because they normally range to about 1,000. I'm going to see if I can knock it to 100.
Oh, good luck on that.
Because I want a legitimately good Stormtrooper costume. Because what we're actually using is, we're using a combination of these and the, remember the Stormtrooper costume Angry Joe used in the Battlefront 2 review?
Oh,
where it wore like cloth and stuff?
Yeah.
So that was actually, that's at Party City. Those are at Party Cities. You can get those for about $50, right? They're $50 costumes, but we've, like, after Halloween, we get them on discount, so we bought like 5 or 6 of them. So we have them for extra. So I did get like one. I have a couple other Stormtrooper helmets. I'm gonna get more of these ones, but these are the Ruby's Super Collector. It's foam padded. It's actually really good quality.
Okay.
I was gonna
Like,
say,
I mean, I'll actually take. I know it's like the head. People have complained about the head being too big compared to that one, but these are still pretty good. Like, I actually do love this helmet.
Yeah.
I think once they start selling the helmets, I'm gonna keep this one because I do like this one.
because this one's the Hasbro helmet that they sold in 2016. Yeah, this was when Rogue One was coming out. So
Oh, jeez.
it's like
I actually, okay, so you know the Clone Wars Clone Trooper helmets that they sell?
yeah.
You wanna know how many of those I have?
How many?
Oh god,
6 or 7.
oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, and I get them for like dirt cheap. Like, I find them at thrift shops for like $5 a piece.
Nice.
So I just been buying. I need to get an X-Wing helmet. I'm gonna ask those guys if they have X-Wing
Yeah,
helmets.
because this one here is this X-wing helmet's the Hasbro one too, the Luke Skywalker one.
Yeah, actually, you have the whole pilot outfit, right?
I don't. I just have the jacket from Disney Springs.
Okay,
Okay.
well, does it come with like the box and everything?
No, I do have a box. It was like a laser tag one from like
Smart.
the 90s. Yeah,
Smart. I might have you do a couple of X-Wing shots for the
Okay.
prequel stuff.
Did-
Just green screen it. That's what we did with Brad.
so okay. I was gonna say, you want me to do that, or do you want me to do a Thumb Wars reference?
Wow, naked!
Yes. I'm like, it's gonna be just up here, just I'm naked.
I got 3 fist spiders on my back.
Ah,
Copy that, Red Rooster.
I'm not really Red Rooster.
Copy that, Swollen Ostrich.
I don't think I'm Swollen Ostrich either.
Copy that.
No
Nasty
problem,
Butler.
Nasty Butler.
I'm ending this transmission.
Luke, run, Luke. Ooby-doob, you're still here? Yes, in spirit. That's kind of creepy.
Run.
Can
Okay.
you, okay, next time, hipster, when you cosplay Luke Skywalker, can you just do TikToks of those audios?
Oh, I should. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, some of my audios on TikTok, the audios have been removed because of copyright.
Yeah, well,
Ah.
see, what I do, here's what I do as a hack. Because I don't really post on TikTok anymore. I use YouTube Shorts because they monetize them.
Okay.
What I do is I actually I put the audio on my own end, and I keep I as my own little videos. Like, I just take the audio from whatever I want, and then I leave it privated just for me to look at on TikTok in my library.
Oh.
Then I add it to my audio collection, and then overdo it so that it's on that video. And then instead of posting it on TikTok, I just save it and then put it on YouTube Shorts.
Oh, okay.
I really only use TikTok for their tools, for their editing tools, and to post stuff on YouTube Shorts because it's just a lot easier. And plus, I get monetized, so it's just a lot better to just do it there.
Okay,
Gotcha.
that's actually
So-
smart than what I was doing. So there you go.
I mean, I like what you do, where you just like add clips from your episodes, like highlight bits, and you just put them in a smaller thing so that people are like, "Oh, check it out here." I mean, I've been doing that a lot more too. I have one because I love Sean brought this up. That have you seen the recent poster for Twisters?
Oh yeah.
I
It
want
looks
to.
like-
I sadly have not.
Okay, they do the thing again.
They run from the twister.
No. In the title, you see the producers of Jurassic World. Because in my Twister review, I brought this up. That one of the reasons I feel that movie did so well is because they hoarded out where the big selling point was from the writer and producers of Jurassic Park. Over and over and over. I mean, like, listen, I get it. Michael Crichton wrote the script for Twister. And I was like, oh, that's why they promoted it as Jurassic Park with tornadoes. Okay. Jurassic NATO. Hey, Asylum, where's Jurassic NATO?
It's like
Where's
the original.
my tornado full of T-Rexes?
It's like the original trailer. So it's like from the producers of Jurassic Park. I just want to say Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh no!
Well, one thing I can't say is they can't. If they're ever gonna do an Asylum film with like T-Rexes with tornadoes, they can't call it Tornado Rex. That's a board game.
Yeah, right.
No, that should be a board game movie.
Tornadosaurus.
There you go.
There you go.
Or you know what? Let's board game movie like a hipster said. We need a Tornado Rex movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just make the tornado in the shape of a dinosaur.
Yeah. And then
Or you know what?
Just
Speaking
use the
of
song
dino-
that they use in board games.
Yeah, exactly. Tornado Rex. Never
They don't have. They say, yeah, we don't have any money for special effects, so we're just going to use the board game.
Calls your name.
It would be so funny if they said, we don't have the effects, so here's just clips of the board game inserted into the shots. And then you have people on green screen running from the board game.
You know what?
I actually respect the filmmakers for doing that.
I would, yeah.
No, that needs to be a YouTube video thing only. That has to be a YouTube thing only.
No, it should be an actual movie on the big screen.
And then Dream Phone needs to be an official movie on the big screen, too.
No, what we really need is Crank Prank Time Phone.
Oh, I remember that from South Park, yeah.
South Park, Crank Prank Time Phone.
Am I, like, the only one for that understood that was a whole Buck Rogers reference?
I mean, that's the thing, because I discovered what it was, and then I actually did watch the Buck Rogers show. I'm like, this show's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I love the fact that the douche in the not the douche in turd, the turd in the urinal episode, when they bring in the Harley Boys, I realized that's a homage to the Harley Boys Nancy Drew stories. And then I started watching that, and I'm like, oh wow, there's a whole episode where they go to Universal Studios and they meet Columbo.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. There is a crossover episode of the Harley Boys and Nancy Drew, and they cross over with Columbo.
That's interesting.
And I'm like, I think it's Peter Falk. I'm not sure. It might be. I think it's Peter Falk. But it's yes!
I'm getting a clue. I'm a hard clue over here.
It's funny, too, because for me it was, it's funny, because, like, I first, like most people, I was introduced through Peter Falk from Princess Bride. But the more I watch Columbo and other stuff he's in, I'm like, he would have been a great Carl Denham.
Yeah.
In that canceled Universal production. Like, he would have been great in that. Like, you can tell, I've always read the final draft of that Bo Goldman wrote. That was online, but somebody recently uploaded the first draft, and I've read both of them. It was written for him. It was written for him to just say, be Columbo the whole movie. You know that, and the thing is, they brought him on board for that, apparently because he was doing Columbo for Universal. So Universal was like, do you want to be Carl Denham? He's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Just let me tell the story to the kids.
Have you ever seen Once Upon a Deadpool?
I have. I've seen those bits. It's. I love how they brought Fred Savage back. That was funny.
Oh, okay. So censored Deadpool too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, you know what? There's something I always thought would be really cool. Okay, I am totally against a remake of The Princess Bride. Don't do it. Don't do it. Even I love what Cary Elwes. He was the final nail in the coffin of that idea where he said on Twitter, "There's a shortage of perfect films in this world. It'd be a pity to damage this one." Right? And there's only two things I would say for it if you're going to do it. First of all, Pedro Pascal is Inigo Montoya. I'm sorry, you just have to do that.
Here's what I'm going to say, because after he was cast as Reed Richards in the new Fantastic Four movie. He's good for the role. I think he is, but I'm like, so is everyone just gonna hire him now because he's the big name for this shit? It's like,
well, I actually thought he'd be a good Zorro at one point too. So, but here's the thing: that, and then if you're gonna do the kid telling the story or the grandpa telling the story, here's what I would do: don't make it a grandson, make it a granddaughter, because the author of the book did say he wrote this for his little girl. He wrote this for his daughter.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, there you go.
And here's the thing: is that one, the dad is played by Fred Savage.
Oh.
Or no, the dad is played by Fred Savage, not the grandpa, the dad. But here's another thing I would do. So Fred Savage's character did get married and had a daughter.
Oh, okay.
The grandfather is not his grandfather because Peter Falk's gone. You can't bring him back.
Oh.
You have it be the granddaughter. So basically, you have it be Fred Savage's father-in-law, who's the grandfather telling the story. And you get Mandy Patinkin to tell the story.
Ooh.
Oh.
So Mandy Patinkin is Fred Savage's father-in-law telling the story to his granddaughter.
Oh, man.
I just think that would be just totally tripping balls right there. And the other thing I would do, you bring back Billy Crystal and you just bring them back to be the same characters. And the best part is you can save on makeup because they're old now.
Oh, wow.
We can bring back Andre the Giant.
No, you'd have to get I don't know why, Dave Bautista as Fezzik, or just some big wrestler. You got to get a wrestler. Or no, who's the guy who currently plays Chewbacca?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I don't know.
Yeah, so you gotta get somebody tall and like a wrestler.
Yeah.
But I know why. I just want to see that line again. It's like, liar! Liar! Get back, witch! I'm not a witch, I'm your wife!
I was gonna do my joke there from SNL. Who is Andre the Giant? Yeah.
Hey! Hello in there! Hey! What's so important?
It's like
okay.
no,
Loki.
that wasn't the answer. It's like, no, I'm just asking, who is Andre the Giant? Then moments later, yeah, I know who Andre the Giant was. He was a giant who went by the name of Andre.
I kind of get it. What was I gonna say? Shit.
Oh, sorry.
I completely forgot what. Fuck. I completely
Hello?
forgot what to say.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I remember. Thank
There
you. Am I the only one who feels like JonTron is the Billy Crystal of YouTube?
Ooh.
A little bit, I could see.
It's the accent. It's the New York accent.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. That man should host the Oscars.
I would
Yeah,
love
can you imagine JonTron? They're so desperate to get views that they bring in like the biggest comedic YouTuber, and they bring him in. Now, here's what I already figured out: the opening skit. He's going to present a special award to an actor, an Oscar. He drops it and it breaks, and he brings in Phil Swift to repair it with gold flex tape. And just literally tapes it together and has it. I don't know why. That'd be actually kind of funny.
He needs to show his original Flex Tape 2 short in there, where it's just Flex Tape 2, The Awakening.
No, it's like I would like to take this moment to tell the Academy that I have now signed up at the last minute for best animated short, or for best short film, Flex Tape 3. I don't know why. I just see him hosting the Oscars. He would be like, and the whole time, I know his first thing would be like, "Hi, I'm JonTron," and half of you people in Tinseltown are like, "What the fuck is this guy?" Because you guys don't watch YouTube. YouTube is yet Epstein Island.
Oh.
No, what did what's his name say? The guy who was like, it's like, shut up! He's not my friend. He's your friend.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
No, that was like Ricky Gervais. He said that at one of the award shows. No, the one he says, he's like, it was a big deal for controversial films. Leaving Neverland, Freeing R. Kelly, Two Popes, and like you see like Jonathan Pryce in the background has this look of, I'm going to kill you. And listen, if I know him as Zartan, he will kill you. Because you gotta remember, Jonathan Pryce was Zartan in the G.I. Joe movies.
Oh, yeah.
And then he transforms into Ardo Vosloo.
That's right. Yeah.
So the mummy was Zartan the whole time.
Speaking of G.I. Joe, you know what would just pop in my head? Remember the 80s cartoon G.I. Joe movie?
You know, I have planned, like, it's funny, so Huey Tumor and I have thought about covering that movie.
Okay, it just popped in my mind. Remember, it's like they hold, what's his name, and then the one villain character's like, talk now! Psh, psh, you can't handle this! It's just like a weak-ass bitch slap. It's like, I think you can take that!
I remember from the movie the theme song, like their opening theme song was
Cobra!
That's like the whole price of admission right there. You could just end it and you're just boom, love it.
Yep.
I have a question, by the way. Have you both seen Transformers: Rise of the Beasts?
Yes,
I have.
No.
Do you care about spoilers?
I think I know what you're talking about. I already know with the G.I. Joe.
Listen, they say G.I. Joe's coming. No, it's Cobra. I want Cobra meeting the Decepticons.
Ooh.
I want a scene with Megatron and Cobra Commander on the big screen. I just want to see that interaction. Like, I'm picturing Retaliation Cobra Commander, aka the best Cobra Commander. I don't care what anybody says. Retaliation Cobra Commander kicks ass. Meeting, like, Frank Welker, whatever Megatron you decide to use. I don't care if it's the Bayformers Megatron. I just want to see a scene between these two. Talking evil shit.
Wouldn't it be Galvatron at that point for a base?
No, it has to be. Listen. Rise of the Beasts, I'll accept there's no Decepticons and you're resetting. Bring in the frickin' Decepticons. I want this. I just want, like, especially with the Bumblebee era Autobots, with that version of Decepticons, like, yes.
What did you think of the Transformers 1 trailer, by the way? Yeah, that's what I got to. I'm like,
it gave me like Mufasa the Lion King vibes.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
It's a pointless prequel.
Oh,
we don't care.
Yeah.
Now, as for me, like, I am kind of hyped because it looks fun. And like there are some Transformer. I can understand that, like, there are some Transformer fans are going to be like, oh, this is going to be awful, and for some they're going to be like, you know what, more Transformer stuff. We get to have fun watching these robots. We get to see more robots. It's going to be animated. It's going to be a big screen. Let's go watch that. No
only thing I don't like Chris Hemsworth as Optimus. I think they only casted him to get some star recognition, to get some attention. I understand if Peter Cullen can't do it anymore, then that's why you get John Bailey. You get John Bailey, Honest Trailers guy, because he's been voicing Optimus. And
you're not wrong on that. You're not wrong on that. But at the same time, again, you might be surprised. Chris Hemsworth might, like, all of a sudden, I get a deep voice when he becomes.
I mean, him doing Thor's voice. Okay, I do imagine him with Thor's voice going, "I am Optimus Prime. We are atomic robotic organisms from the planet Cybertron." Like, I can see that. I can see him doing the Thor voice with Optimus. I'm like, all right. So wait. Why didn't you get Tom Hiddleston to be Megatron? He actually would have been a good Megatron. That actually would have been okay. Can you imagine him be like, "You cannot escape Megatron"? Like, ooh, that or Starscream.
I was gonna say Starscream. That would be better. Yeah.
Or again, I'm just gonna wait until the movie comes out, and then we're gonna see where we go from there, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And then Robert Downey Jr. is Ratchet. you just do Marvel's Transformers. Just do it. Marvel had the comic rights. You might as well get the and then Tom Holland is Bumblebee.
What was I gonna say? Oh, with Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime, it came into my mind. You know, Peter Cullen did that Predator cackling sound, right?
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, because I remember as a kid, I used to do that too, and I'm like, can anyone else do that? And I'm like, okay, Peter Cullen does that. And they said the story behind that, Peter Cullen was looking at the stuff for Predator because they wanted to do like monster roars and stuff. He's like, well, what does this thing look like? And they're like, oh, we don't know if we should show you. He's like, well, I can't do it if you. And then they're like, okay, we're gonna project what the Predator looks like. And I guess he must have said it was like invisible because he saw like lines going like across the street. It's like okay, how was that? He's like, I can't work with that. And they're like, okay, we're gonna rewind to the end when the monster takes the helmet off, and he saw this ugly thing, and he got the like cackle going. He's like, okay, so he's like, He's like, the microphone was like way high up on a ceiling soundstage thing. He's like, okay, can you bring it down lower, 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 lower? Okay, and he's like doing like that, and the guy behind him's like, can't hear what he's doing. He's like, what are you doing? You're wasting our time. You know, why are you doing this? It's like, hey, come up here. And he's stomping his way up the stairs and stuff. Then 5 minutes later, okay, let's continue for real too.
It's what was I gonna say? Oh fuck. I want to say this. So you see that Kong 76 poster that I'm pointing at? Not the big one.
Yeah.
Right.
That is signed by Peter Cullen
Gotcha.
and the late Rene Auberjonois.
Oh, that's cool.
I met Rene a year before he passed away, and he signed my poster because he was Roy Bagley. And then Peter voiced Kong. Now, I don't know if you know the story behind him voicing Kong in the 76 remake. He was, okay, so most of the roars were using a stock dinosaur roar from Land Unknown, Duel, Jaws, all that. He was brought in at the last minute because they realized, well, we don't have any growls, we don't have any simple vocalizations, we just have the roars and a couple. Like, they not only use that roar, but at the end of the scene where he's like, that one bit of him holding Lang at the World Trade Center with the army, they use a couple of panther roars as well, like panther roars at the end, which is funny because I heard in the 4K release, they, of course, did the whole DTS, let's change the audio bullshit, like they do with Terminator and Batman. They took out the panther roars.
Oh, wow.
And just put in, like, older versions of Cullen's voice in there. I'm like, no, keep the panther roars. Keep it as it was originally made, okay? Stop messing up. I hate that with remasters. Like, it's fine if you want to mess around with the picture. I don't care. But stop fucking up the audio. Stop ruining the mono mix.
Yeah.
Jaws, Batman, Terminator, stop. I like the fact that now we're talking about, like, okay, we fixed the visual problem with special editions. Now let's fix the audio. Like, people talk about, oh, Star Wars and the special edition. It's one thing to fix the picture, but where's the mono mix of Star Wars? I want the original mono mix.
Yeah.
You know, people don't talk about that. They just slap whatever audio mixes around with the original version. I'm like, no, you have to put in the audio mix. So the story is that, to my point, sorry for that rant. To my point, they brought in Peter at the last minute because he did a couple voices here and there. And they needed him to do a lot of, if you ever hear the movie and you hear Kong just like, like those like really growls. So Cullen was having a hard time doing it. Like even me doing it where it's like, like it's really hard on your throat.
Yeah.
And he did it for a couple hours and then he started coughing up blood.
I heard about that, yeah.
And and they only could use what they could from him. They only got like I would say maybe about half hour's worth of audio until he said, I have to go, guys. I'm sorry. I'm coughing up blood. I can't do this. But they used what they could, and it sounds pretty good, actually. Like, I still think that's like... So when I met him, I said, listen, man, love you, man, but I said, can you sign this? And he says, oh, ouch. He was a good sport about it, because I did tell him, listen, man, I heard you had a hard time with this movie, but I love this movie. You're one of the best Kong vocals out there, so... Actually, speaking of people who played Kong, a lot of people were asking me about this early in the stream. Have you heard about this Lord of the Rings movie they're making?
Oh, The Hunt for Gollum?
Okay, so Peter Jackson, Andy Serkis, they're doing another Lord of the Rings movie. And it's going to be The Hunt for Gollum. And all I'm saying is, wasn't this already a fan film?
I know, yeah. Why?
Because, you know what? Here's why I think. Because this year we're supposed to get that Rohirrim animated movie that's connected to the Jackson movies. Now, what I wonder is the late Bernard Hill, did he get involved voicing Theoden in that? Is this going to be his last movie?
That's a good point, yeah.
That would actually be a good way to do it. Like, if that's his last movie, great, right? But I feel like, one, it's kind of weird that they're announcing it after he passed away. But second of all, I feel like there might have been early screenings, so people might like it. And also because the Amazon series sucked so hard that the rights holders are like, Jackson, take it, please. Don't give it to Amazon. Do something. Fix this, please. We're sorry about The Hobbit. We're so sorry. So Jackson's like, okay, I'll come in and fix it. I'm actually okay with he's going to be producing it and writing it, like him and the writers and everything. But they're bringing back a lot of the OG team, and Andy Serkis is on board. I heard he might direct it. That's like I heard Andy might direct it, which is weird because right now he's in development on an adaptation of Animal Farm.
Oh,
That's
really?
He's going to be directing the Animal Farm feature, and apparently it's supposed to be animated.
Okay.
So it's going to be using motion. It's going to be like Tintin, I think, where it's going to be like animation, but telling this dark deep story. Which is weird because, my introduction to Animal Farm was not that cartoon. It was the TBS Superstation made-for-TV movie.
Oh, okay.
It was a live-action adaptation using the same effects they did on Babe, and it had Pete Postlethwaite as one of the farmers.
Okay. I
actually watched that expecting, like, oh, yay, it's going to be like Babe, and I'm like, this is nothing like, what the fuck?
Hold on, is that the same one that had, because I remember in high school, they showed an Animal Farm movie, and it had Patrick Stewart voicing the pig.
I think it was.
Okay.
Because it had Pete Postlethwaite as the farmer. And I love Pete Postlethwaite. Where'd he go?
Oh, he said he was going to be right back.
But yeah, I remember this. I can't find a copy of this movie because it's a rare TV movie.
Yeah.
But I really want to rewatch it because, like, especially when the new one comes out, I want to see if that holds up. Because I remember that just being like Babe, and I'm like, oh boy, I love it.
It's like Return to Oz.
Babe just got his head cut off. Oh, this poor sheepdog is getting aborted, like chicken eggs thrown at her. Oh God! And at the end, I'm just like, if I had words to make a day for you. Oh, please, what's your name? The old guy from Babe. Please do the Irish dance. Please make me feel better. Can't sleep. Patrick Stewart, pig will eat me.
It's like Return to Oz in a way too, where it's like, it's like Wizard of Oz, that fun magical thing. The Wheelers, the Troll King, the decapitated Munchkins. Holy shit!
No, actually, I might write this down if I ever talk about Animal Farm. Be like, it's just gonna be like Babe, and just like cut to me in the shower. If I had words to make a day for you. It's funny because I love Babe. Babe's a great movie.
Same.
I almost bought it on Laserdisc the other week.
Oh, wow.
I didn't because I didn't have money. I was like, I should get this on Laserdisc.
Yeah.
My goal is to get like as many Universal titles as I can on Laserdisc.
Oh, okay.
The Universal Laserdiscs are actually really nice.
I was just thinking of this with Kong 76 that you were mentioning earlier, and made me think, I'm like, oh, Jeff Bridges is a good segue for it. He's coming back for Tron Ares.
I'm gonna be real, man. I've never seen any of the Tron movies.
Oh, really?
They don't really look that appealing to me. I played the arcade game.
I would say give them a watch because they're like, it's a fun, interesting world because it's in the computer. There's life in the computer, and the programs look like the users, us, and they worship us as gods. So it's like,
I'll say this: the first time I ever saw of anything Tron was on a TV documentary on the making of Toy Story.
Oh,
and it was where John Lasseter saying, I was working at Disney doing animation on Mickey's Christmas Carol, and one person showed me Tron. Now, you remember Tron, right? He shows, like, the stuff of Tron. And I was like, and the moment I saw that, there was a little door opened up in my head, and I said, this is the future. This is amazing. And it wasn't what I was seeing. It was what I saw in the potential of computer animation. So we have Pixar because of Tron.
Exactly.
Because
Nice.
John Lasseter saw Tron, and he said, I'm going to make this the future.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, the thing is, though, because when they canceled Tron 3, it was in, like, 2015, because they were literally going to start filming, and then Tomorrowland bombed in the box office. They're like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. And then it's like in 2020, they're like, oh, we're going to make Tron 3. We're going to have Jared Leto in it. And I think everyone was just like, oh, God, this is going to be terrible. This is going to be terrible. And then they were like, just bring in Jeff Bridges. Just...
You know why they're doing Tron 3? Because the ride did good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because the ride originally was in Shanghai Disney for quite a while. And then they were like, let's put the ride in Florida. And everyone loved it. It's
weird because have you ridden the Tron ride?
No, because when I was there, they were still under construction. And I'm like, damn it, I want to ride this goddamn ride.
It's weird because I haven't stepped on Disney property since 2010.
You need to go back for Galaxy's Edge because I can tell you this.
I just want... Listen, I couldn't care less about the lightsabers or even Rise of the Resistance. I just want to fly the goddamn Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
I just want to get in the Falcon.
But once you step in Galaxy's Edge, you're going to be looking around. You're going to be like, I want to film something over here. I want to film something over there. I want to film... Because you literally step into the world of Star Wars right there.
I'll say this. If I get to the sequel trilogy, I will probably film something there for the sequel trilogy and make Batu canon.
Okay.
Is it Batu? Is that the name of the planet?
Yeah, Batu, yep.
Okay, we'll make sure I got that right.
Yeah,
I don't want to get it confused with Octu.
But just be careful if you're filming there, because Disney security will be like, oh, you're doing unauthorized filming and stuff like that.
Well, here's what's weird, right? So, little behind-the-scenes little thing here is that when it comes to making Star Wars fan films, I've realized it is probably the most complicated thing to produce.
It is.
In comparison to other stuff I've worked with, because I have non-disclosed, I have anonymous actors who I'm working with who are part of the 501st and legally can't do it. But I actually managed to persuade them because I told them, because this is a review show, it's technically fair use. So that's how I'm actually kind of doing these because it's part of the review show. I'm technically on the boundary of fair use. So I'm merging between review and fan film in terms of usage. That's why I'm allowed to do some of this. So thankfully, that kind of like says, okay, well, there's nothing in the rule book about that. Okay, we can do this. So, but the thing is that what I've also had to do is work with non-501st actors, because finding Star Wars cosplayers that are non-501st are really difficult, especially anybody who works for the Empire.
Oh,
oh boy.
Like every stormtrooper I've talked to, every Imperial officer I want to get involved, they all work for the 501st. And there's only maybe one or two I've managed to grab, and I'm telling them, do this fan film before you join the 501st, please. At least get this in before you sign up, and I never get to use you again.
Well, there's somebody on YouTube. They made like a Darth Vader costume. It looks accurate, but from the material and stuff they got, I heard it's not 501st approved accuracy, because they want, like, you need to have this material.
Accurate.
It's like, yeah. So I'm like, you know what? If I were to make a Darth Vader suit, I don't give a shit what it is. If it looks good, I want it to be that A New Hope Vader look.
I'll say this: we updated the Vader suit, the stun suit we use, and I actually got some donations from one of the members of the 501st who was throwing out some of their old Vader parts, and I said, I'll take it. So he gave me the shield. He gave me the big shoulder pad. It's really nice, actually. He also gave me a codpiece, the like an authentic codpiece. I just have to put a belt on it, but it's really good. And then I had a friend of mine actually make me a better Vader belt, and it's made actually carved out of wood.
Oh, nice.
It looks really nice. So, but that's why I'm also going to look at these warehouse and say, hey, do you guys have the Ultimate Edition Darth Vader suit? And if they say yes, I'm like, can you do 100? I'm like, yeah, sure.
I gotta grab something really quick just to show you something from. I
don't want to ignore the chat. How's everybody in the chat doing? Because my God, we've been talking forever.
Yeah, we have. I
needed one of these actually. Let's see. I made a stream. Did I miss anything? No, we're just talking about movies and shit. I need one of these. After months working on the King's Gauntlet, I need one of these chats.
Oh my gosh.
Also, High Fiction Nexus.
Vision Nexus, whomst, where? Oh, Dean's here.
Fiction Nexus, I'm sorry.
All right, Dean's here from Light Post. Actually, let me see if we can get Light Post in here.
If Indy's available, obviously.
Yeah, he's been working hard on a lot of stuff, and you know what? Kudos to him.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I got these from Galaxy's Edge Bot 2. These are actually gift cards that you can buy for like $100, and you get to keep them.
Oh shoot!
They're like little credits. They're metal.
The government credits are no good out here. I need something more real.
because they had gold and silver back then. Now they have like a bronze color one. I'm like, God fucking damn it! I need to get a bronze one now to just have for.
Your credits aren't good here. Oh, then how about these credits?
I think you froze.
Yeah, you froze. Oh wait, there you go.
How about these credits?
What are those?
I can't word today. They're like they're rain check passes from like wanted to go see a movie as a justification kind of thing.
Gotcha.
No, it's like you don't have any credits. Sorry, all I have is an ET boarding passport, a PS2 memory card, and tickets to the Phantom Menace.
I have a fun card. Does that count?
No, it reminds me of that Sesame Street meme going around about the economy. By the way, I calculated your groceries. It's a gazillion dollars. Elmo has a T-Rex plushie and a baseball. Yeah, that sums it up. Actually, you know what? Since we're doing back to show and tell, I will be right back. So,
gotcha. Yeah, just listen to these though.
Ooh.
You
know what? I might as well grab
just
some coins,
epic.
too. Yeah, speaking of coins, I might as well show these off.
Oh.
Yep, these are from the Tommy Oliver Morpher collection.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I might as well grab that Morpher while we got a chance.
You've seen the Bat and the Sons production of Reeves?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. They stopped making like those battles like 4 years ago, I think.
Unfortunately, yeah, they've been busy with other things.
Okay.
I know they've been on the project of trying to do the White Dragon movie.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because I was just rewatching some of their battle stuff, and I'm like, okay, some of the battles like for their official ending stuff. Oh, nice.
93, it's morphin' time.
Oh, nice. But
this is a good kind of green.
oh, nice. Yeah, but it's like some of their like official like battles, like when they had it like on there, it's like, okay, it's like this person wins. I was like, no, that person would not win, because I was watching Wolverine versus Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman threw Wolverine into the lava, into the volcano, and she's like, heal from that. And it just ended right there. I'm like, no, Wolverine could get out of there and stab you. And they had the alternate ending where that's literally what happened. I'm like, no! I was like,
and the reason for that is that it's based on voting fan base saying, yeah, not another stormtrooper.
hold on one second. I got something that'll.
All right, that's.
I have to do it like Angry Joe. Hang on. You fucked it up again.
Well, in that case.
Oh my god.
Time to show you how it's done.
Okay, do you think I guarantee I want to see the Green Ranger beat up a bunch of stormtroopers. So this is the other Ruby's stormtrooper helmet I have.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this was another thing, and then I bought in two of these. So these are the Rogue One.
The Nerf gun ones.
Yeah, with the laser.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
The
that's
Death Trooper.
fallen.
All I did was just spray paint it, added a backstock, and I added what's the sniper, the blue sniper Nerf gun?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
What's it called? What's the name of it? The bolt action sniper, the big blue bolt action sniper that everybody wants to frickin' scope.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know what.
Yeah, but I basically painted it, put it all together. I have two of them.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna switch out a few. Hang on, actually.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I'm like, this one's the Ruby's costumes Stormtrooper blaster. It was just spray paint white. I kind of weathered the hell out of it too, just to make it more. Then also add the little.
I have this one.
Oh, Clone Trooper.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
sir.
there we
It's
go.
time for you to leave.
And so it is.
So this is one of the two-piece Ruby's ones. I just had to mod it a little bit, but
Yeah.
picked this one up at a lot.
I was gonna say, I'm like that scene where it's like he's like, "I'm sorry, sir, it's time for you to leave," and then it's George Lucas's kid getting killed by clone troopers. I'm like,
That's funny.
That's strange that he's killing his own kid.
Nice, the rivals.
Oh
shit. What?
I'm gonna grab one thing I picked up at C2E2. Hold on, it's for future cosplay.
Where are we? What's happening? What's going on?
This is for the Winter Soldier.
This is for the heck of it.
Traitor!
There you are.
Yeah, I got a first order. This was 20. So I got a first order, and then I got one more that I can show right now. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Oh yeah, this one's a little small, but
Where'd he go? Oh, we've taken over! We have our guns! We've taken over the channel!
We did it!
Yeah!
Heck yes!
Yeah!
Try and stop us now.
Oh.
I got the flamethrower trooper.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
I got like 3 of these,
That's lit.
and they all came in a bundle for like $50. So I got like a whole bunch for 50. Yeah, so I got a ton of these. Now I just need to get costumes. I need extras. It's like,
Yeah,
hey, you want to be a stormtrooper and walk around and barely see anything?
I don't know if you heard me, Jack. This one's for my Winter Soldier cosplay in the future.
These guns are for like these guns here are for like Commander Not Ninja in season 4.
I've been making a few prop guns too. But this is my new baby. It's also yeah, but I need a mag for it. But I'm trying to make it look like an M16. So
Yeah, but you know what this thing is made out of?
foam.
It's rubber.
Really?
It's a stunt gun.
Yeah. I'm like, because the place at C2E2, they just had all these rubber guns. They were like stunt guns. They also had Deckard's blaster from Blade Runner, and I'm like, should I get that? Then recreate when Leon smacks it out of his hand, so that way it could go flying, and I don't have to worry about breaking a damn Deckard blaster, because that shit's expensive.
Oof. I'm gonna put my coins. I'm gonna put my more foreign coins back while I got a chance.
Gotcha. What am I doing?
I don't know anymore. As for me right now, I'm just like putting all my coins back.
Just entertaining everyone, I guess.
I guess.
just doing like a little random dancing until Jack comes back. That's like, oh, he's come back like that.
Ooh,
Like,
wait, are we doing a dance off? Let's do this. Oh wait, hold on. We gotta do a proper dance off.
I am Captain Xavier, bitches.
oh God.
You know who Captain Xavier is? Xandrew!
Yeah.
Xandrew!
Yeah.
Your occupation here has ended!
Off to her. This one's a decoy.
I paid like $2 for this.
Oh, nice.
So
Oh God, you killed him. You killed him.
Oh,
How
no.
dare you?
I also I made this puppy.
Oh, nice.
So this is just a Adventure Force. I can't remember what it is, but I turned it into the shotgun Kyle Reeves uses because I want to play a cosplay
Oh.
Kyle.
Yes.
So it's the one that shoots balls. I just added the thing is, the barrel is just like one of those lightsaber blades.
Oh,
nice.
Like lightsaber blades. Just like gotta get the right measurements and just there you go. It actually works really well. But
Nice.
I would recommend one of the. Actually, Xandrew, they sell these at Walmart for like $20. These are actually really good blasters. So
Okay.
there's that. I just picked this one up and painted it. I kind of love this one. This one's got a bite.
Oh.
It's the Halo.
Oh, nice.
Halo. So this one's got a bite. So
Hello, everybody. Hello.
what was that?
What was that?
I don't know. Trying to connect with the Force.
But if you want a good, powerful dart shotgun, it's this one.
Understandable.
What was that?
There's that one. Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna go there. All right. We've lost control of a command post.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I've got the clone. I got this puppy.
Oh no. All right. You the hipster. Oh.
I can't shoot anything.
Okay, so I forgot that this one's loaded, so I shot my own screen.
Well, hey, wow, you actually hit something.
There you go.
Well, I don't have I'm not a stormtrooper. I know how to shoot.
But then, last but not least, my favorite.
Tommy gun.
A Tommy gun.
You ever see that TikTok where they use that?
No, I haven't.
Okay, because it's basically they just cut out the mask when he just says Tommy gun. But the thing is teacher. Oh, student, what did you bring in for show and tell? The student, Tommy gun. Oh my!
That's horrible.
I'm going to hell for laughing at that. But,
Here, allow me to send you to your maker. Oh, actually, no. Consider yourself lucky because we got Super Chat! From Super Michael 98. Thank you so much. Did you hear Peter Jackson make a new Lord of the Rings? Yes.
yeah,
The
we just
Hunt
spoke
for
about
Gala.
that,
And all I have to say is, it was a fan film.
Yep. Yeah, it was a fan film.
It was a fan film, so it's like I'm really curious. There's going to be comparisons to that. Actually, I realize this. You know what? This could actually be the first time that Hollywood is adapting a fan film.
That's true.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now, if that happens, that means we can get a big budget version of Batman Dead End.
Ooh.
We can get a
No,
big...
watch. That's going to be the next trend of Hollywood IPs. They're going to say, we're out of ideas. Let's adapt fan films. That means we can adapt Spider-Man Lotus. Speaking of, self-plug-in for a man who is doing a mega crossover of that down the line. Please help me welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Light Post Films.
Woo! Kitty cat.
Kitty, wait, are there two cats?
No, I just have one.
I
Okay.
swear it's dog cat at the bottom. Like, wait, where's your kitties, Andrew?
Georgie was
I
with
saw-
me, but now she's like
I saw, yeah.
doing her own thing.
Mine's in another room.
He's purring.
Oh.
Anyways.
I need a kitty.
Back to the lightsaber.
Say hello to Malcolm, everybody.
Hi, Malcolm.
Hi, Malcolm. Yes. Have you met Georgie from It? Yes, It with Tim Curry. Yes. He should be in another Jurassic. Yes. Yeah. By the way, opinions on the next Jurassic Park movie being made right now.
Oh, there's gonna be another Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
Okay,
there is.
David Kemp is writing. Gareth Edwards is directing. And casting is a rumor. It's not really confirmed yet, but it might be. Scarlett Johansson starring. And potentially Bryan Cranston.
Oh, that's interesting.
And they're going to be going a smaller scale. So it's going to be very much in the vein of Jurassic Park 3, where it's a bit smaller. Which I'm okay with. Smaller adventures, totally cool with that. Maybe that's what's with all these new sequels coming out, is that they're not doing these big grand scales. They're doing smaller stories.
Could be.
So maybe like Hunt for Gollum, Jurassic Park 7, we might be getting these continuations that are smaller scale, and they realize, okay, let's see how this does.
Anyways,
But yeah, go ahead, hipster.
no. I was gonna do another show and tell thing, but yeah.
But
We're
yeah,
doing
like,
show and tell tonight,
Maybe.
by the way, IndiFan.
but like on the subject of Hollywood using fan films, does that mean we possibly could get Freddy versus Ghostbusters big old film? Because I would not
Ooh.
mind that, actually.
Okay, Lightpost, have you heard about this discussion? So, they announced today a Lord of the Rings movie is being made with Peter Jackson and Andy Serkis. They're apparently adapting The Hunt for Gollum. And I'm like, wasn't this a fan film?
One I reviewed, no less.
And so I'm thinking, is Hollywood going to start adapting fan films because they're so out of ideas?
I think if I know.
Does that mean we're going to get that Star Trek fan film that made $1 million?
No.
Nah. No, wait, watch. They're going to do Spider-Man Lotus.
I was expecting like both like screen to just be like, I'm out. Like after that.
So Malcolm, I release you.
Aww.
Aww.
Aww. He just farts in front of the camera.
Just plops in front of the in front of the screen.
Yeah, actually, Alejandro's got a good one. Adapt Prime Survival into a movie.
Ooh.
Have you seen Prime Survival? The fan film?
I reviewed it.
Fun fact, that was composed by Bernard Keir, who did the score to my Kong movie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in fact, and what's funny with Bernard with the score that we did for Kong, so he was doing it, and then like halfway through production, he actually had to do other things, so he never got a chance to really complete the score. But he said, "Listen, I'm sorry I can't do it. Here, use my tracks from Prime Survival."
Okay.
So he gave me all his scores, and then on top of that, I used so the scores I used for my remake were Bernard's work, Prime Survival, and a little bit of the game, the Peter Jackson game.
Speaking of fan films, there's a Star Wars fan series I'm subscribed to. It's like Secrets of the Jedi Temple, I believe, or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And the lightsabers they build were the ones from Galaxy's Edge. And I was like, okay, that's kind of smart. And then I look, one of the characters made my fucking lightsaber.
Ha!
The irony.
It's funny because one of my ideas for creating lightsaber
Yeah.
props was to use the build your own lightsaber toys.
All right. Just one thing. I have to state this.
Okay.
Oh dear.
All right, everyone, stick them up.
Oh, shit.
You
Here we
too,
go
Jack.
again.
Oh Jesus!
Hold on one second. Hold on.
This is the thumbnail for the video.
Old versus new.
Hold on. Wait. Don't do the thumbnail. Don't do the thumbnail.
By the way, Brock, I stole your idea.
What?
But this one, I stole your gun.
At the very
In
least,
fact,
credit
I
me.
made 2 of them.
At the very least, credit me, please.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
Literally holding one with my foot.
this is the greatest
That's really cool.
off ever. The good, the bad, the meh, and the meh.
The good, the bad, the ugly, and the bald.
I can't hold on anymore.
Edit, Dean.
Dean? Wait, is he here?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
I was gonna say, is he with you? I was like, oh god, he comes in with extra guns. No, you know what? Hold up, y'all. This has to end. I'm gonna make this end right now. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
Right.
Take a break.
Right,
I'm
you
gonna get the big boy.
Put the money back.
Oh my god.
Put it in.
Hold on, I gotta rest my leg up because, dear God, you
Put it in.
can duke it out. It's just I gotta rest my leg. Whew. Okay, yeah, I'll do this. I just gotta rest my leg for a whole day. I just had to do a
Is that the
Taranga
11?
moment where I'm like,
That does it.
wait.
Y'all ain't getting shit for Christmas.
What?
What?
Holy fart knockers!
Oh shit! Wait. Wait, me and him can be even.
All right. Teamwork.
I'm gonna ask you this one time. Where's Gamora?
I'll ask you.
I'll do even better.
Why
Who's
is
Gamora?
Tell me where the girl is, or I swear I will fry this little fuck right now.
Let's do it. You blast him
You can
out
do
for
it.
this guy. Let's go.
Do it, Quill! I can take it. No, he can't!
No, he's right. You can't.
Wait, what was the line? It's like, what does he say after that?
I can't remember what else, but I do remember.
Alright,
what
let me
Dr.
ask you
said
this
after.
one time. Which master do you serve?
What am I
Oh,
supposed to
what
say?
master do I
Jesus
serve? What am I
Christ?
supposed to say? Jesus?
You're from Earth.
I'm not from Earth. I'm from Missouri.
Yeah, that's on Earth, dipshit. What are you hassling us for?
So you're not with Thanos?
With Thanos? No, I'm the Mario. Where are the Avengers? Where are the reviewers, man?
No, wait. He's not just a Mario. He's a Garfield too.
Oh, great. 2 Italian stereotypes. Mamma mia. Mario needs to decide between the pizza or the lasagna.
Right now I'm hungry.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm actually getting some more pieces for this.
My God, that's massive.
I'm gonna fill up this little gap here, and then put like 2 little flashlights that has the handle glow green,
Nice.
and then
Ooh.
probably paint this all black and silver and give some green craft to it.
You know what you do? Green LED lights. Dollar store. Green LED lights. Battery operated. They sell them at the dollar store.
Right.
You know what's fun fact? Dr. Terawat had a Vulcan used for his gun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I feel like Dr. Terawat right now.
And
Take this, Insano!
the early 2000s, the 2000s was a really good year for Nerf guns.
Yeah.
I mean, for me it was... Okay, so I got into it mostly because of YouTube. Okay, question. Do any of you guys watch Captain Xavier?
I do not.
No,
He is one of the best Nerf YouTubers. You should see his Goodwill hunts because he finds like arsenals. He actually literally does, I'm not kidding, Nerf arms trading.
Nerf's arm trade. Really?
He literally goes like to meet up with people and trades like guns, Nerf guns.
That's awesome.
And it's an actual business. And you can actually send in Nerf guns and he'll fix them and shit. He'll put in a K-26 spring
What
to
is
see if
that?
he'll take it.
Doug.
Yeah, this was actually a friend of mine's cosplay that never got made, and they were going to use this for a Fallout cosplay.
Oh.
But that
Oh, you're
never,
into Fallout?
It wouldn't.
no, I'm not into Fallout.
You probably should. It's really good.
I just like this gun. They said they were going to do it, so I said, "Can I have the gun?" They said, "Yeah, I can have the gun." I'm like, "Sweet."
Yeah, we were just having the standoff. I'm like, I gotta get one more gun. I gotta do the Taranga Leela thing where it's like she held it with her toe. Like,
Well, again, you know, it's Nerf from nothing. Actually, I just got this one, Brock. It's the Halo shotgun.
this one's also like a rubbery foam one. It's the Bestman Blaster from Empire.
You know what's funny? It's like we're all shooting foam, and you're just like, just throw the gun.
Oh, something
Oh,
cute.
ow! Who throws guns? Honestly.
Yeah, for this one, it's an Adventure Force Deuce Pro, apparently. Like, this one, like, actually, like, it shoots the little Nerf gray darts, but, like, these things pack a punch.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I picked this up. Oh, hipster, you're gonna like this. I picked this up, and it's a proper prop this time.
Oh.
So it's Mjolnir,
Yep.
but it's a twist.
Oh,
It's
is
actually
it,
heavy. No spoilers. No spoilers. No
It's a
spoilers.
toolbox.
No. Ready? No spoilers.
You know, I am aiming a gun right at your screen too.
Ready for this? Ready for this?
I have a
Opens up. Actual hammer.
It's a toolbox.
Now, what is to say this is the original hammer that forged the hammer created by the Blockbuster Buster?
Ooh.
What if this is the hammer of Odin that forged the Blockbuster Buster hammer?
Ooh.
There we go. Wait, y'all know about the Blockbuster Buster, right?
Yeah, yeah, one of
Ebron.
the, yeah, Ebron, the Blockbuster Buster.
Yeah, because his show's canon as well. Like, it's still, that's the thing, though. It's like, I know why he stopped doing it, but at the same time, it's like, I miss that part of the lore. All the Blockbuster Buster stuff was great. Like, adding that to the lore was actually pretty cool. So, actually, I know, I've been talking to Huey Tumor. He's going to be coming back at some point. He's just trying to figure out how to bring in back his revival, and I'm really hoping for the best on him, because I really want to see him come back.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we still have our co-review, man. We gotta do the G.I. Joe movie.
Which one?
The original.
The 80s, yeah.
Although, I know you, like Post Films and Obscure Media TV, we're gonna be covering G.I. Joe the Epic Saga. AKA, the fan film that would get the Fine Brothers totally canceled.
Yeah.
Do you know about this, Andrew?
No.
Okay, so early days of internet, even before YouTube, the Fine Brothers, before they were famous for all their reaction stuff and that controversy, they had another controversy that they have since buried deep, dark, deep in the internet vaults. They did a online web series for their website, ravenstake.com, called G.I. Joe: The Epic Saga. It was a action figure series where they would just have little action figures, and they would literally do this, and they would just talk and stuff, right, and dub it over. And they used all the G.I. Joe figures, but it was a multiverse story that dealt with Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Star Wars, Farscape, Captain Planet. Who?
Captain Planet.
Who?
Captain Planet.
So here's the thing. It was an epic 3-hour miniseries. If you watch it all together, it's 3 hours. It was split into 3 short films as a trilogy. It told a cohesive, interesting story. However, today, the humor would not fly. I'm talking racism, sexism, anti-Semitism, homophobia. Literally, the Harry Potter, the 3 characters are having orgies.
They're minors. Sick
and it is so bad. This would not fly today.
So essentially, it's the Not So Fine Brothers production of video.
Exactly. Not safe for Fine Brothers production. But here's the thing. Originally, this fan film, the series, actually got canceled. In fact, it was banned on the internet because of a cease and desist letter by Hasbro back in the early. This was the early days of the internet where copyright was pretty stingy.
Okay.
But now it would get banned and canceled for how much the humor is old. If you thought the reaction IP controversy was bad, this would get them immediately canceled. In fact, anytime people re-upload it, you think, okay, well, this is going to get probably taken down by Hasbro or something. No, it's actually the Fine Brothers who take it down because they know it'll get them canceled and they want no one seeing this.
Oof.
It doesn't help that after that, it was a success when it came out. But after that, they did the Lost alternate ending series with the same thing, action figures, right? And they did Lost, and then that got picked up, and then YouTube started, and they did the reaction, so they had to wipe their hands clean of any controversy when they started. And it's kind of fascinating, because, I'm reviewing it because I kind of, guilty pleasure, I kind of like it, not for the humor. Okay, the humor is one thing, you can laugh at it or whatever, but, right? But story-wise, pretty damn good. It's actually a story that influenced me in the multiverse stuff. Brock will be reviewing it because it's technically under fan film and fan-made media, and then Obscure Media TV will be reviewing it because it's considered lost to a degree. Even though you can find copies of it online, it is of such piss-poor quality because, again, early days of internet. So, still like 240, 280 quality.
Okay.
I still remember the first episode I ever watched was the Captain Planet one, because basically it's Gandalf and one other character. They're like exploring, and Gandalf's like, "It's the staple of Marshmallow Man. He will eat my soul." And
it's like, what? It's like, what? He's after me.
That's it.
Smiling, happy, soft.
And then, what is it, Gandalf? What is it? It's Saruman.
I love the fact that they make Gandalf, when he becomes Gandalf the White, a lunatic.
Oh, you know the funny thing is,
Captain Planet comes in and he's like, "No, I'm Captain Planet." And Captain Planet. Captain Planet.
They end it like that, and then the next episode is that for like 10 minutes.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
And then the following episode afterwards, you just see General Hawk going, "Oh dear God, someone please make it stop!" It actually, if you can ignore the really bad humor, there are parts like that was funny. Like, okay, there's a reverend who gets in trouble on that whole shtick, and he's like, "Wait, what's that over there?" And it pans over to the voice actor on the floor, just like, it's like, what? No, that's Rafi. He does my voice. That's just Rafi. He does my voice. Like, you know what? That's funny. There's some. Oh, I love how they played on the whole Anakin being a wimp.
Oh, I remember that one.
It's like I remember once the paranoid character what's his name? What's the name of the paranoid G.I. Joe character in that? It was one of them. No, it wasn't Dusty. It was Downtown. They turned Downtown into like a paranoid schizophrenic, and General Hawk's looking at Anakin like, "You suck, you stupid," and then Downtown's like, "You're more of a wuss than me." Oh God, I am worthless. Nah, just a piece of shit with a pussy voice. Now come on, man. We can't leave Harry and Ron to torment and death. Let's hunt some orc. They weren't orcs. They were from Farscape. What the fuck is Farscape? That's the first time I ever heard of Farscape.
I remember there was one where it was like Anakin was having a certain dream about Padme in there, and then it's like, then he wakes up and he's like, "Oh my God, it wasn't a wet dream. It was a shit dream." And he just... And
it's using just action figures.
Yeah, oh my God. Sorry.
It's the top secret gadget phone. Is that you, Chief? You where? I'm always on duty. That's totally not what I asked, Uncle Gadget.
Oh my gosh.
I love how Cree Summer came back to voice that on Robot Chicken.
Oh, yeah.
That was actually Cree Summer, the original voice of Penny. I'm like, you know what? Kudos to, like, being, like, cool with that.
Go Gadget foot. And she voiced her on Nostalgia Critic, too.
Yeah! Oh, wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was the Christmas Inspector Gadget episode.
It's funny because, well, speaking of, the voices of Pinky and the Brain are coming to Fan Expo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you know, I don't know, like, I love the whole split up video where it's like, God dang it, Pinky, can you do one frickin' thing with your life?
I'm back.
Yeah, we were just talking about G.I. Joe, that movie.
Oh, but speaking of Fan Expo, Mark Hamill's coming to Fan Expo Chicago. I'm not gonna be able to make it though because I'm gonna go see my girl that weekend, and I'm like, you know what? As much as I want to meet Mark Hamill, I can't disappoint my girl because we had to change plans for like another full week. I'm like, I can't do that to her. And then I found out there's like a VIP packaging with Mark Hamill. It's $1,000.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
No.
and the thing is, it's like people are like, oh, maybe I should get that, but it's like, here's the thing: in that $1,000 package, you could get his autograph, but it's pre-signed, and he doesn't sign it personally to you. They just hand it to you, and I'm like,
that's a scam.
No, that's bullshit. I'm like, I'm gonna meet Mark Hamill, and I'm gonna get a picture with him, and that's it.
I don't need to see Mark Hamill because I met him when I was a kid.
Yeah, good for you. I need to meet him. I want to meet him. So.
Oh, here's an interesting thing. I have you can find it on some of my social media. But when I went on my last trip to Disney in 2010, I went to Disneyland. So this is before Disney bought Lucasfilm.
Oh, yeah. Dang.
I actually visited Lucasfilm.
Dang.
Pre-Disney Lucasfilm. I got to the lobby, because here's the thing. So my dad is friends with Rob Coleman's brother. Rob Coleman was the animation director on the prequels.
Okay.
So at ILM. So what he was trying to do was get us into ILM to see like what they were working on. Unfortunately, Rob was not there. He had actually just got reassigned to Australia to work on Happy Feet.
Oh.
So we couldn't get in, but we did get to see the lobby. They had an original Vader costume, an original Boba Fett costume. The coolest part, they have a life-size statue of Willis O'Brien animating King Kong on the Empire State Building.
Oh, nice.
It is in the lobby of Lucasfilm, and it is beautiful. And yes, we did go to the fountain with the Yoda statue.
Okay. I was going to say, I remember when I worked at Wendy's, because somebody saw my car. My car's all Star Wars decked out, by the way.
And X-Wing?
No, I named the Millennium Falcon, but the guy asked someone, was like, hey, who's the one with the Star Wars car? Does he work here? They were like, yeah. And they asked me, I'm like, okay, what's up? And his daughter works for Lucasfilm. They have a little daycare there. They have an R2-D2 at the daycare that moves around and stuff.
That's so cute.
I'm like, that's awesome.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, I love it.
What'd you want to show us, Brock?
Scar King. The Scar King.
Yeah.
Oh, Xandrew, did you see the movie yet?
I have not.
I haven't
You
either.
should.
I know.
Everyone's staring at you in disappointment.
No. Brock, easy, boy. Easy. We have to do the charge scene from the movie where they're like, like that anime, like that's the greatest meme of 2024. Them charging into battle. Can somebody put them in the charge of the Rohirrim, please?
I was gonna say the charging thing reminded me. Remember in 2019 when the Area 51 raid happened?
Oh no!
My buddy and I, we went to Galloping Ghost Arcade that day. They had the arcade of Area 51. I had like the headband, and I was going serious. Like when the screen was like moving, I'm like, like that, just like to make it look like I'm Naruto running.
I played when I was there. The one games I played there, I played Jurassic Park like 3 times.
Okay, yeah.
Jurassic Park. I played Batman 89, Batman Forever. Played a little Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer's hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's Dragon Slayer. Of course, it's gonna be hard.
I was shocked that there was a Sailor Moon arcade.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they had Primal Rage 2, which never came out.
You didn't play Star Wars Trilogy Arcade?
I did.
Which
I used
one?
to play. I love that game.
Which
I love
one?
how they also had Pod Racer.
Stop. Which one?
It was the one from the 90s.
97 Special Edition.
Yeah.
The one with the joy. You use a joystick.
Yeah,
and a
my
lightsaber.
favorite arcade machine in history.
Yeah.
Really? You know what's funny?
Are you
Jurassic
fucking
Park.
kidding me? Of
Jurassic
course I
Park?
do.
Yeah, Jurassic Park 94. That's my favorite arcade. Both made by Sega. I'll say that Sega may have not have been much in terms of game consoles, in terms of dominance, but they rocked the arcades of the 90s.
Yeah.
They had what else besides Star Wars and Jurassic Park? They did Lost World Jurassic Park, which is
Lost
pretty good.
World, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Didn't they do Jurassic Park? No, that was
Ocean Hunter.
Konami. Jurassic Park 3.
No, that
No,
was
that's
Konami.
That was it? Well, what
That
was
wasn't Sega. That was Konami.
Okay, yeah, that's why. Okay.
Because
Moving
that was also at the time that Hasbro bought out Kenner. That's why Jurassic Park 3 had
right,
Hasbro.
yeah. What else was
That's
I'm
why
trying
it's
to think what other games were at Gal because
The toys weren't too bad. I just got the T-Rex actually from the third one.
Oh, you know what they have at Galloping Ghost Arcade too that I didn't know existed as an arcade? It was Willow.
Oh yeah.
There's a Willow arcade game?
Yes, I played it there. It's in Japanese. I'm like, what?
Excuse me for one moment. Move in. No, move in. Look at me.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
You have 15 seconds to explain yourself.
I just walked past it and it was in
Me too,
Japanese.
Andrew.
And I was like, okay. I was like, it's a Willow arcade game. It's a side scroller. There's like parts where you could go in and buy like little magical stuff and all that. And I didn't get past it because it was so damn hard.
Go to the corner. Move it.
I should point out, these are my latest Jurassic figure pickups. Might as well show these off. So, I did get the JP3 T-Rex.
Let me get back here.
I'm a Blumenot.
I have the actual one.
I've had to.
Hold on, hang on. Hold on, I gotcha. Hang on.
You can play that game.
Hold on. Where's my wand?
Let's just stick to a sword.
I'm coming in hard.
I'm on again.
Hold on, we all gotta assemble our weapons.
I'm coming in armed. Anyway, yeah, I had the JP3 T-Rex. I got a second Kenner Stegosaurus,
Nice.
and then I found a Hammond Collection Baryonyx.
Oh, nice.
These are actually really good figures. Brock, you should get the Hammond Collection. They're good for stop motion. Anyway, Willow.
Back off.
Expecto! This is made by a fan, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, this one's the actual wand that they sold at Disney World and stuff when the Willow series came out last year.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't exist, yeah, so...
Wait, Tyler's got the right idea. I'm coming in packing.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. But
What?
anyway, Thundara!
Excalibur! I call upon your power! I actually got Excalibur! Look at that thing! I got
Whoa.
Excalibur!
Nice.
King Jack of Britain? What?
I paid $10 for this thing! I'm gonna use it!
How?
Kijiji, aka the Canadian version of Craigslist!
That's fair.
I'm about right, we're bringing out the wand. ones. I'm bringing out the big one.
I was gonna say this is a good
Hang on.
like little
I gotta
one
get
scale
a
replica.
scientific
The only
version.
problem is it has some fucking copyright shit on here,
Ah.
and I'm like,
I'm bringing in the big guns.
Wait a minute. Magic wands. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot the most important of all magic wands.
You cannot pass! I am a servant of the sacred fire, wielder of the flame of honor. Dark fire will not avail you, flame of Odin! Ah! Go back to the shadows! You shall not cook!
how many times have you done this, Jack?
I love that line. Yes, I made my own Gandalf staff.
That's
Oh,
actually
no.
really cool.
Yeah, I actually made it myself. Found it in the woods. Who needs to buy the collectors when you can make it for free?
Right?
And then I have a Ruby's Glamdron. I need to get the real one.
Okay.
You shall not pass! Go
Yeah,
test!
I was gonna say, I'm like, the willow wand, before I had this one, there was a stick I found outside and I carved it. It looked just like it, but I'm like, I have the replica one, so I'm like, I'm keeping it like this.
How much did that puppy cost you?
Okay.
I'm scared to. I'm scared to get that answer.
Okay.
I don't
I got it
know
on
how much
sale.
you paid for a freaking stick.
I got it on sale for $30 at one point. They were selling this thing for $90 originally.
$90 for a stick.
Yes, and it came with a little base. And it came with a little base, but I got it for $30 because they were getting rid of this shit. So
90
yes,
for a stick.
yes.
You'd be surprised, Jack. You'd be surprised. Speaking of
Never make me ask you again.
Hold on, I'll do it.
But yeah, check this stick out.
This is the base it comes with. It doesn't light up or make any sounds or anything, but I'm like, that was kind of bullshit for that price.
It's like, yeah, let them come. There's one dwarf yet in Moria who still draws breath.
All right.
Jump,
Shake my
jump,
hand,
jump.
everybody.
Down you go.
Okay, Eustace. Or Eustace. Or,
Oh, you remember that episode? I watched that episode on Game Boy.
oh my gosh.
Jump, 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 jump.
Let's see.
But yeah, like this stick I got here is not like a movie prop or anything. A family friend of ours, just like family friend's husband, was carving wood and stuff like that, and he made a staff, and it was too big for him. And he's like, "Hey, do you know anybody who can have a stick, a big old walking stick like this?" And I'm like, and they're like, "Yeah, I know somebody," and so that's how I got this walking stick.
You would
Let's
not
see if I
put
can
it
actually
on.
do magic with this. Let's see. Orata. Quava.
Hipster?
Bad Mardigan.
Oh,
Man,
there you are.
Mardigan, help! You are great.
I love that movie.
I actually want to cosplay Mad Mardigan, but I want to do the gold armor with that freaking gauntlet sword.
Dang,
That
I wanna do
gauntlet
that.
sword is awesome.
It's
Dang.
honestly really cool.
Historically,
Yeah.
there were such a thing as gauntlet swords, but they were just really impractical.
I don't care. It looks cool. I like how it dual wields them
That's
too.
crazy.
Like, that's my favorite version of.
Jack. What do you get when you cross a sword and a whip? And this isn't a joke.
I don't know.
A sword whip?
The Yarumi.
So, AKA the greatest weapon Simon Belmont ever used.
Well, there's actually videos of it in action. Look them up. I can show you how to spell it.
I was gonna
Please,
say.
please just link me.
Okay, hang on.
I was gonna say the Willow series though. Am I the only one that liked that series, or
I didn't
I never
watch it.
saw it, but I should.
I don't know. Like, I'm still.
Hey, it beats every other reboot.
Whatever you do.
yeah, because I just picked it up at C2E2 the complete series on bootleg Blu-ray because I'm like that's the only way you can watch it now because they took it off.
Oh, great.
Sent it.
Okay, let's see what this is all about. I might have to react to. I'm scared to react to this.
Oh, it's nothing inappropriate. It is the sword whip in action.
Okay,
Show it
hang
to
on.
everybody.
I'm gonna let the ad play, and then we're gonna play it. Hang on. All right, hang on. I'm gonna react to this. I'm gonna put out the screen here. Let's see. Share screen. Want Firefox? Yep. Go here and go here. Oh, here we go. All right, let's see what this is all about. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
I can see it.
Behold the Yarumi.
I'm scared. Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's totally safe. Oh my god! Simon Belmont just shit himself. Holy shit!
I know, right?
Oh my god!
That's totally safe to play with.
It's like, yeah, you can make that out of your tape measurer. You turn tape measures into a weapon.
Oh my gosh, it's Zabimaru from Bleach.
I don't watch Bleach, but
Basically,
History.
basically a sword whip like this, but like.
oh my god! I knew the lightsaber whip, but my god! Oh, yeah, that's gonna cut you in half, boy. Run! My god!
This
I'm
takes
actually-
a lot of years of training and discipline just to wield these weapons.
Okay, who else was tense through that whole thing? That was nuts.
Wow! Wow! I'm gonna stick with the sword. I like it. I just
gotta
like
go
the
change
big
my pants. I
stick
just
thing.
shit myself watching that.
It's just like, Harley, what do you have to say?
Oh god.
Name is Quinn. Harley Quinn.
You're useless. Just my god.
So, class, does everyone have any questions?
Do we have to use this in the test?
Yes.
Fuck!
I've heard of being whipped into shape, but this is ridiculous.
No, Brock, I'm sorry, but bad form. Bad form!
Oh.
Bad form!
I'll show you
Peacock.
bad form.
Bad form.
I don't
The
know why.
thing to do a good Captain Hook is you not only have to do the thing, but you have to go like, we're playing this game according to Master Jack's rules. Bad form. Sit down now. Let's resume the game.
Oh.
Another note. Friend Dean has question. Dean
Oh yes,
asks Wes
question. What is the question?
Okay.
if they've heard of a game called Gigabash.
I haven't, no.
I don't want to know what that is.
Only me.
What is it?
It's an online fighting game with giant monsters.
Oh, Gigabash. Okay, the online multiplayer kaiju fighter game. Okay.
Just takes 19,054 gigabytes. Get it? 1954 gigabytes.
Oh.
Get
my
it?
gosh.
Get it? I did a Yoda thing. But
I
why
was
is
just getting off the
he?
stage.
Why is he is not? Get it? I did a Yoda thing. Actually,
Jack, you're just being a pain in the axe.
Oh, I told Jack to get off the stage. He actually got off the stage. Damn, I feel bad. Oh.
Actually, that looks pretty good in the camera.
Honestly, yeah.
Hey, can I ask you a question, Jack?
Ask you, man.
What is Darth Vader's? Where does Darth Vader get his Sith design shoes?
Do not know this question, I don't.
At the Darth Maul.
Go on.
I was gonna say, Xandrew, I think your lightsaber needs some new batteries.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have lightsaber props. I mean, I probably should have, but I have this in the making.
Oh, hang on.
You want to know what the best thing about this thing, too? You can switch out the Kyber crystals in there, change the colors.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, nice. Here, let me get one. That's also my other favorite.
To be fair, this lightsaber is like from like not exactly like one of the better ones, so
Oh, yeah. I used to have that one, too. And then I got
Same here. Like these are from the Disney store.
yeah, there you go. See, that's the
Disney
reason.
Whirl.
Disney
Oh,
World.
when I picked out my Kyber crystal at the when I built my lightsaber, they were like, "Oh, use the Force to let it guide you and stuff." I got the blue crystal that was right there. I'm like, okay. Then a year later, I got the Jedi holocron with if you put the Kyber crystals in there, depending on what it is, you could get a Jedi voice in there. I put it in there and I hear Luke's voice. I will not be the last Jedi. I'm like, I picked my favorite character somehow.
That's
That
awesome.
was a magical Disney moment.
Disney Whirl.
One moment.
I'm not going to show you what color I'm putting in here now, but it might piss off some fans.
All right, I'm bringing in the big gun.
What?
Ready?
Ready?
Yes.
Oh!
Oh.
Nice.
Wonderfully gifted to me by TVX Sabers.
Ah, nice.
Here, I'm going to turn my light off for this. You ready to see what might piss off fans right here?
Oh, sure,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yellow.
The yellow saber.
Yellow?
Ray Skywalker.
Okay, we're not mad.
Ah!
Oh, what was that?
Shit! Shit!
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
That's not gonna stop Mary! I got backup!
No, but the thing about the yellow one, though, is it's actually Temple Guard sound effects rather than Ray's. Because here, let's see if I can...
Ooh, the count! No, wait, I have to do this properly.
Oh, speaking of Dooku. Hey, guys.
Wait, I have to do this right.
Oh,
It's
I know
obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our skills with the lightsaber.
Speaking of Count Dooku. Hey, guys, sit down.
What?
You want to know what type of life Sir Christopher Lee led?
What?
Sit down. You must know everything. In his life, he led one of the most interesting lives imaginable, and he was one of the inspirations for James Bond. Want to know how?
Oh.
How?
At age 17, he ran away from home to fight the Soviets in the Winter War. In World War II, he was a part of the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare and hunted German war criminals. He actually met J.R.R. Tolkien
Oh, wow.
in his lifetime. He was at the last execution in France via guillotine. And at age 8, and when he was older, at age 80, he made several metal albums and a Christmas metal album.
Impressive.
Oh, and lastly, to top it all off, when they were filming Return of the King, when they were filming the scene of Sauron's death, Peter Jackson was basically directing us, like saying, "This is how I want you. This is how I want. This is how I want you to imagine when you're getting stabbed."
Peter, do you know exactly what the sound someone makes when they get stabbed in the back? Because I do. It's not it's because the breath is pulled out of your body. I might have killed the man, Peter. I'm so sorry.
He did mention that he was in World War II. Yeah. Everything that came out of his mouth is true. I shit you not.
That's terrifyingly awesome.
He is also credited as having the most sword fights on celluloid than any actor in history.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, and also,
I have probably done more sword fights on celluloid than any actor in history, and I have the scars to prove it. And this fight with Yoda is greater than anything I've ever been involved in. You're fighting a CGI frog. And half of it's your stunt actor. Because I physically can't.
He also was in The Last Unicorn as the antagonist. And since he's a linguist at several languages, he did several of those dubs.
Oh, Last Unicorn, he did every dub.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Wow.
That is
Oh, that's that Kylo Ren's font.
That is Sir Christopher Lee for you. He has...
Oh, the best part? This part. Wait.
That's ballin'.
So this is by TVX Sabers, and I've actually been doing a lot of work with them, so they give me free lightsabers.
Oh, that's ballin'.
Nice.
So let this be a lesson, everybody.
Yes.
You may
What
be
are the-
cool, but you'll never
What
be
other sounds do we
successfully
have
cool.
with this thing?
Not you, not Xandrew, not Hoovian, nor me.
And the best thing about this, by the way, sorry to interrupt, the Kyber crystal lights up in there
Nice.
when it's in there.
But anyway, Brock, by the way, Brock, go ahead.
You may be cool, but you'll never be Sir Christopher Lee cool.
Yeah, not even Chuck Norris is that cool.
Yeah, not even Chuck Norris can be that cool, sadly.
Oh, I just love now. Best part: 1, 2, 3. Changes color.
Yep. Nice.
That's also very. Ooh.
I need to get you one of those.
The Disney lightsabers had more shit like that. It's like the fan stuff has like the laser blast sound effects and all that.
Yeah.
But
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to call it right now because like I gotta do things later today.
All right, no worries. I'm probably gonna call it too because I got
yeah.
after all this show and
I
tell
gotta
today.
get-
But it was good having everybody here. Before we go, we might as well plug everybody before we take off. So I'm gonna let Xandrew go first because he is going to be having to take off. So go ahead, plug it.
Hey everybody, Xandrew Productions here. So I'll be working on stuff later. Not for this month, sadly.
That was me.
Not for this month, but like I'm doing streams on Twitch and I'm doing a donathon where I'm trying to get raise some funds to get myself an electric bike so that I can get to and fro from work. There'll be goals when you buy a booster pack. When you buy the Stream Loots cards, I'll be doing some fun goals. It's gonna be fun, the best I can describe it. But like on the 10th of May, I'm gonna be doing a stream marathon of all 3 seasons of Xandrew Adventures in celebration of the 10th anniversary. So, and it starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and that's all I got. Go ahead.
All right, there's that. Let's go with Hipster Hovian. And hey, I'll put you. There we go.
Hey guys, I'm the Hipster Rubian Jedi, the guy with the cool name before it was cool. Very soon, I'm gonna eventually start doing my own reviews on YouTube, movie reviews, comic reviews, maybe some action figure reviews and stuff. Depending, I'll see about the action figure stuff, but mostly gonna be movies and comics, more pop culture stuff. Gonna be getting the right editing software very soon. In fact, actually, it might be today or tomorrow. I'm gonna actually write out my first script for my first review. So just keep updated, Hipster Hoovian Jedi, and just subscribe. And see you then.
All right, there we go. Brock.
Oh my gosh!
Hello, everybody. Light Post Films here. If you don't know, my channel is home of Pandemic, Official Palooza, one of our newest shows this year. Unscripted, Unhinged, and Uncut, where Dean and I look over the worst films ever made. Movie Review 30, where we give our thoughts on recently released films and some others, so on and so forth. I'll be working on a short film. We'll be working on a short film, and also be working on several reviews later down the line. Out of that, there's going to be a Halloween special and a spin-off that's connected to Jack's show, so look forward to that.
And there we go. That's first order. So with me, might as well put in my stuff. And by the way, I forgot to unleash one weapon. I got the magic lamp. I just need the Dragon Balls. Anyway, to the point. So you guys can obviously, if you guys have been watching the stream, you can watch me on YouTube, on Twitch. Well, not Twitch, actually. What am I saying? TikTok, which I don't use anymore, but I'm mostly on Instagram now and Twitter and trying to do more. But if you guys tune in tonight, or midnight probably tonight and throughout tomorrow, we're going to have the trailer for the final set of King Kong reviews on the King's Gauntlet. We're going to be releasing this two-parter next weekend, Saturday the 18th and Sunday the 19th. But you can actually see it now through Patreon. If you go donate $1 or more, you can watch it now. I'm going to guarantee these three are going to have to probably watch it at some point. But it's going to be coming out. It's the biggest Kong review right now so far to date. And then after that, I go right into Jurassic Park. That's going to be my next endeavor, which is we're actually filming stuff on Saturday. But yeah, that's what I got going. So you can support our Patreon and so on. And I'll see you all midnight tonight for the trailer. It's gonna be really cool. And thanks to Lightpost Films, Adrian Production, History Who We Had and Jedi for coming in. We're gonna try to do more of these every week. Get something going. Definitely gonna do something next week. Gonna maybe try to do something maybe at Anime North. Who knows? But let me know if you guys have any further questions and stuff in the comments. And until the next video, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys later. BigJackFilms and all these people signing off, saying I'll see you guys at the con premiere. Check out these guys' channels. They're amazing. I'll link them in the description. And that's all, folks. Genie, get us out of here. Genie, make a wish. I wish for the stream to end. Thank you.
Ah!
Got it.